Hey everybody, come back on In the Room. It's your girl, the Brooke Ashley. We are here to talk about the Real Housewives of Rhode Island, Season 1, Episode 1. Guys, I hope you can hear me. Give me a thumbs up if you guys can hear me. Can y'all hear me all right? I don't know what happened. I don't know what that was about, but honey, on this Good Friday, this very Good Friday, we're gonna rebuke any foolishness. But can y'all hear me? Are we good? We're good to go? Okay, thank God. Thank God. God is good. God is good, honey. Okay. I said, listen, honey, you see how the enemy wants to come in, steal, kill, and destroy on this Good Friday. But no, we are not having it. Okay. So, all right, honey. God is good. Yes, sound is good. God is good. It was Rosie crying in the background. I'm screaming. Y'all, you thought, no, there's no way you could have thought that. Now, I watched it back and it was clearly like robotic. It was clear the audio was messed up. There was no way you thought I was that. Oh, thank you so much. Oh wow, that's a wonderful dream. Thank you. God has something big in store for you. Thank you. I thank you. I received that. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Y'all, come on in. Come on in. You thought your phone was acting up. I mean, right? I'm like, come on now, right? Exactly. I'm like, listen, it's Good Friday. You know, good and well, I would not be tipping and drink and getting drunk on Good Friday. Like, of all days, I'm not going to do that. That's for after. You said that's your one pass. Okay. Listen, honey. Hey, Heart Warrior Mama 1728. Thank you for the super chat. First time I've made a live. Happy to be here. I'm happy to have you here. Well, we have a good time. I'm sure you've seen the replay lives and we act up. So I'm happy that you're here and we're going to have a good time today. Thank you for being here. Hey, Dummy Rocco. Thank you for the super chat. I can't stay long, but Brooke, I was glued to my TV. Listen. Okay. I am so excited for Rhode Island. You have no idea. I mean, phenomenal television. Phenomenal. Phenomenal. Listen, y'all, let me start off by saying, not to toot my own horn, but did I deliver or did I keep my word when I said that you guys were in for a treat? Would I be lying if I said to y'all that the Real Housewives of Rhode Island has injected another 5 to 10 years of the Real Housewives franchise? Would I be crazy? Am I jumping out the window to say that? Did I lie about Rhode Island giving what the other girls were supposed to have gave? Okay. Oh, I ain't down. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. It was so much going on in a good way. Okay. Yes, you were absolutely right. You were correct. Rory is that girl. Okay. All right, y'all. Listen, y'all. Yes, honey, this was the Liz, Joe, Ellen, Kelsey, and Rosie show last night. You never let us astray. Baby, when I tell you, listen, honey. Yes. Okay. Sid, Sidey Nasty, thank you for the super chat. Me and you see each other. They can really air Rhode Island before Beverly Hills. I agree. They should have had Beverly Hills come on at 9 and Rhode Island should come on at 8 because Rhode Island is must-see television. I'm going to say this right now. Okay, so you guys are going to wait, hold up, y'all. Yes, honey, they injected life into the whole franchise. I agree. If this is the new standard for Housewives that legacy shows can go, I agree. Let me just say this, y'all. Let me just say this. Thank you. I appreciate that. You weren't even going to watch till you gave the thumbs up. You did not exaggerate at all. I was not going to lie to y'all. Listen, I told you guys, what was it, on Tuesday? I said at the premiere party, the chairwoman, Andy's boss, the chairwoman at NBC spoke to us and she said, y'all are in for a treat. We have not seen such perfection in years, not since SLC. I said, the fact that Andy's boss is here to tell us about Rhode Island before we watch the episode, I knew right then that Rhode Island was already that girl. Andy's boss was in the building and told us face to face. She said, before we turn this projector on, Rhode Island is about to give the girls what they should have been giving a long time ago. They knocked it out the park. I agree. SLC season 1 wasn't even that good. Exactly. Let me tell y'all something. I told the women to their faces, I said, you guys don't know what you've done. You don't understand how famous y'all are about to be. And you don't understand the pandemonium that's going to hit when you guys have the Rhode Island panel at BravoCon. Rosie said to me, wait, you think we're going to be at BravoCon? I said, Rosie, stop playing. I said, girl, stop. She was trying to be so modest. I said, Rosie, don't do that. Joe Ellen was like, really? You think we did that good? I said, y'all, you don't understand. You guys killed it. This was the equivalent of like Atlanta, New York, back in the early days when Housewives was in its prime. You guys gave us prime Housewives. They were all so sweet. I told you guys when I met them on Monday night, they were so sweet. They were like, really? I said, I just want you to know the days of you being in obscurity are over. You guys are about to be catapulted into fame, honey. Like, you guys are it. Like, I said, if I'm being honest, if the premiere was mid, I would have just said, great gowns, beautiful gowns, nice to meet y'all, got in my picture, and that was that. But I said, no. You guys are it right now. They are it. Listen, honey, the reboot was supposed to be, this is what the reboot of New York was supposed to give. Exactly, honey. Yes, it was very authentic, not overly produced. Honey, yes, New Jersey for real. Yes, Joe Ellen looks like Teresa and Jeff Bezos' wife combined. She does. Listen, y'all. I heard Rula's story is crazy too. Feel bad for her. Yes, it's a cheating scandal with the husband. But Rula enters, I believe, either next episode or episode 3. But yeah, honey, listen, y'all. Rhode Island is her. Rhode Island is her. They did that. Liz is the sweetest. Y'all don't understand, honey. Baby, okay, listen. Now that's power. I will go to BravoCon for the first time because I'm that inspired. These are premium housewives. Listen, Rhode Island and Nene Leakes coming to BravoCon next year. What? Stop playing. BravoCon is going to go crazy in 2027. I know Andy Cohen and the chairwoman, all his bosses, they are counting up the dollar signs. Don't be surprised if the tickets are even more expensive than the last 5 years. Baby, VIP is about to be $5,000. General admission is about to be $1,500 because the way it's about to go up at BravoCon in 2027, honey. Listen, honey. Yes, honey, we prayed for times like this and we received. No, we sure did. Listen, honey, baby, tickets. Listen, Jameer, tickets are about to be sold out. No, it's really the truth. Y'all. Oh, okay. Let me read these super chats, y'all. Hold on. Hey, Jamila, 2957. Thank you for the super chat. I'm here for it. Brooke clocked it. Thank you. No, you don't understand. On Thursday night, I was so nervous. I was like, oh my gosh. I kept saying to myself, I hope that my subscribers feel the same way about the show. Like, I hope that I'm not the only one who thinks that it's a hit show. When I saw all the commentary on social media, like, oh my gosh, they're killing it. I was like, oh, thank God. I said, I promise y'all, I will not lie to y'all. These girls are it. Yes. Hey, Steven Nieves, thank you for the super chat. Kelsey's boyfriend is Frank Caprio's son. Yes, I have the picture of him right here. Let me try to upload it for y'all. But yes, do you guys know that judge in Rhode Island who he's gone viral? He's like a really sweet judge. His son, that's his father. Kelsey's boyfriend's father is that famous judge in Rhode Island who's really sweet. And her boyfriend really is handsome. Like he is really cute. So, hey, Sidey Nasty, thank you for the super chat. Rhode Island's wealth is everything. Poor Potomac. Oh, listen, honey, you don't understand. The way Rhode Island's tourism is about to be up this summer, baby, we're all about to be pooching through to Rhode Island, honey. Listen, baby, I have never wanted to go to Rhode Island like I wanted to go before. I mean, Rhode Island blew me away. Baby, the homes are gorgeous. Money, just Liz's home is just gorgeous, okay? Real money, real drama, real friend groups, real chemistry, just real organic. Baby, phenomenal. Child, the way I would keep my mouth shut and lay in that pool all day. Hey, Dark Child 99. Thank you for the super chat. Brooke, do you know the inside tea about Kelsey's man? She's my fave so far, and I'm intrigued. Yes, well, Stephen Evans has dropped the tea about her boyfriend is Frank Caprio's son, that judge. I have the let me see if I can pull up the picture. Hold on. Loving the aspirational wealth, but I hope she has a degree trade to fall back on if she leaves a sugar daddy. Well, here's my thing though. When it comes to Kelsey and her relationship, she's on the show now. Her being on the show gives her leverage. So let's say if there is no degree or trade, she's falling back on Housewives. And be clear, this storyline has secured Kelsey for at least 5 seasons. And the fact that Rhode Island is this good, mama is set. Like whether she leaves him or doesn't leave him, she is good, okay? She is good. She is good to go. Listen, y'all. She is good to go. Wait, hold on. I have the picture of her boyfriend, Frank Caprio's son, right here. Hold on, bear with me. Okay, here he is. So this is Kelsey's man. This is, baby, oh yeah, Kelsey, yeah, she's her, honey. Kelsey needs to pull a Marlo and get a house and assets. Kelsey got 2 men, honey. You think they'll stay together after her airing out their business? Okay, here's my thing. I think that I see it going 2 ways. Either her man, he's gonna be intrigued by the fame. He might become more attracted to her because she has now some independence and leverage. So maybe he might want to come. Maybe season 2 and 3 might be, but you know what, baby? I want to be with you and only you. And then we'll see them maybe starting together, a fresh start, just them 2 committed. Or he'll say, you know what, that's not what we agreed upon, and he'll just leave her or she'll leave him. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. But yeah, you said, I ain't mad at Kelsey. Yes, honey. He looked just like his daddy. Oh, okay. On Watch What Happens Live, she told Andy that he's a huge fan of reality and Real Housewives. He'll be fine with it. Oh, okay. So see, it's giving me that they might go the distance and he might come back. This, you know what? Her being on this show might make him faithful. They might become a unit, a real unit because of this show. Who knows? But yes, honey, that is Kelsey's man. That is, Judge Frank passed away. I didn't know that. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. He seemed like a sweet man. Rest in peace. Brooke, please, that man is not changing. Listen, honey, wishful thinking. Don't do me, friend. Don't do me. You said, girl, please. Listen, honey, you never know. You said Judge Frank was a sweetheart. He really was. Listen, y'all, I have hope. Do you think I'm delusional? Do you really think that you think I'm delusional for thinking that he might come around and change his ways? Oh, not you said clock it, Jesse. That's Paula Abdul's ex. Oh, really? He dated Paula Abdul? I didn't know that. Okay. Oh, all right. I don't see them making it in their current situation. Okay. Dorothy, not Dorothy. Oh, girl, not you said I'm delusional. I disagree with this one thing, Brooke. Big delusional. All right, y'all. Hold on. All right, y'all. Keep it cute, y'all. Not y'all calling me. Not you see how they do me, honey. I'm screaming, honey. Y'all have me yelling so loud. Why are y'all to do this to me on Good Friday? You see how, honey, Dot using her unlimited passes, honey. Dot said, yeah, girl. Yeah, right, girl. Dorothy. Let's move on, honey. Let's move on to the next thing, Claudia. Y'all are not right. Do you see this? Was her boyfriend at the premiere party? No, her boyfriend was not at the premiere party. He wasn't there. It was just her. She was there solo. Don't drag Brooke for being a romantic. Listen, honey, some of us missed church today. Exactly. We all have a delusional opinion once in a while. Yeah, we do, honey. We do. We do. Hey, Tanya Tells, thank you for the super chat. Your outfit. Thank you so much. Thank you. Hey, Cheap 83 by 21. Thank you for the super chat. Liz was lit in her confessionals. It gave Marisol. But Liz is fun, though. Like, Liz is a really good time. She is a sweetheart. She's exactly what you see on camera. She's exactly that on in person. Hey, Jamila 2957. Thank you for the super chat. I actually want to know and love them. Yes. Yes. This is a really good cast, y'all. All right, y'all. You never know. It can happen. Yeah, thank you. Okay, hold on. Thank you, friend. Okay, so let me just say this. Let me say this, Greg. If my delusional thoughts come to pass, I want the biggest apology from all of y'all who said that I was delusional. Baby, if I happen to be right, like I usually always am, if they end up being together for real and not apart, just give me my propers. Just give me my propers, please. Okay? Give me my propers. Okay, thank you. You said it's a deal. Okay, good. Thank you. So we're going to handshake on it. If I happen to be right, y'all better come back over here and give me my propers, please. But if you're wrong, what we get? Oh, I don't know, child. Well, I'm going to say, well, y'all were right, honey. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, friend. I'm on your side. I'm on this never say never. Exactly. So, all right, y'all. Child, I ain't say nothing, so no apology from me. Okay, I know that's right. Now she said it's need a bill paid, honey. Oh my God, clip the live and make it the intro if you're proven right. Yes. Oh, absolutely. Okay, thank you. Okay, we see each other. So it's me and three of us is against y'all. Okay, so some of us still have a little bit of hope that our delusions might come to pass. All right, y'all. You said if we're right, we have to know who Miss 95,000 is. Oh, you want to know who she is? Now you know I'm screaming. Now I know. I told you the only way you would find out who she was is if she would have talked crazy to me on one of the lives. And I don't see her doing that. I don't think she wants that embarrassment or that smoke. Okay. So I'll keep her secret. If she continues to act right in these lies, I'll keep her identity safe and sound with me. Okay. You guys are so funny. Thank you. You said I stand with Brooke. Okay. Oh my gosh. Yes, we are getting a new episode 2 is coming out this Sunday right after Atlanta. So just remember, y'all, going forward, the episodes of Rhode Island will be every Sunday after Atlanta. So, all right. Yes. Thank you, Ayana. Brooke said, act up, you can get snatched up. Okay. Yes, honey. Easter Sunday, honey, is a lot going on. Yes, Sunday is their new normal day. Yep. So they're going to be coming on Sundays after Atlanta. They're excited about it. And it was so funny. I was talking to Rosie, and Rosie said, I loved Atlanta. So I'm so excited to be we're going after them on Sundays now. So they're excited. They're excited to meet all the other women from the other franchises. That's a really good cast. They are so sweet. Andy gave them advice last night in the clubhouse. They were there. They were all there. And I feel like that was definitely the most sincere advice from Andy. He said, listen, we picked you guys for a reason. You're part of this chosen few. We have less than 200 people who've ever been housewives. And please don't change. Don't believe your own hype. Never, it's never as great as folks say it is online, and you're never as bad as folks say you are online either. So don't get your mind all caught up about what the bloggers and what the tweets are saying. Just stay grounded. Don't believe the hype, and you'll be fine. I thought that was really solid and good advice. So, all right, y'all. But guys, hearing they're all so sweet makes me feel good about the show. Yes. Oh, they're very sweet. Joan Ellen, I talked to each one of the ladies. The only one I didn't talk to was Kelsey, because Kelsey was pulled from every which way, honey. The girls were in her face like she didn't get a moment to breathe. So like, every time there was a chance that I could talk to her, somebody had scooped her away. She's doing a photo shoot, a photo op. So it was like I never got the chance to, I didn't get to meet her or Rula. Rula, I felt, was hidden the entire party. Like, I don't know if that was purposely done or if she was talking to somebody else. But yeah, I didn't get to talk to Rula or Kelsey, but I spoke to and met everybody else, as you guys saw. All right, y'all. But let's just jump right on into it, right? I'm not going to hold you guys. I thought that the opening was old school Jersey. I loved it. Like I was seated. So we hear them saying that in Rhode Island, everybody knows everybody here. You know, they're weirded out by other states and they might be the tiniest state, but to us, it's the center of the universe. The smallest state with the biggest attitude. So now we open things up in Providence, Rhode Island. Mind you, it's a gorgeous shot of Rhode Island. We see the boats on the dock, the water, the blue skies, the sun is out, the birds are chirping. Once again, Rhode Island is going to see me. Like, baby, Rhode Island, the way tourism is about to skyrocket because of this franchise, baby, you sold Rhode Island to me, honey. So yes, their accents made me feel alive. The houses are beautiful. Yes. Ashley is a sweetheart. The bachelor wife, she is a sweetheart. Liz is a Liz, you don't understand. Me and Liz, oh my gosh, she is lovely. Like, I can't say enough good things about her. Lovely in person, y'all. Like, just the sweetest, y'all. All right, y'all. Do a meetup in Rhode Island. Oh, that would be fun. Do I have any Rhode Island girls and guys in the chat? Do I have any Rhode Island girlies in the chat, honey? The name Ashley gave me PTSD. I'm screaming. All right, y'all. Make sure you go to the Breakers Mansion in Newport, Rhode Island. It was a summer residence for the Vanderbilts. Okay, good to know. Thank you. Yes, Ashley is the most down to earth for sure. All right, yo. If I have any Rhode Island folks in the chat, hey, and I'm gonna come to Rhode Island, honey. All right. You grew up in Providence but live in LA. Oh, I love that. Okay, y'all. So anyhow, we open up with Alicia. I like Alicia. Alicia is so funny. I love how like ditzy she is. And you can tell with Alicia that she knows more than she lets on, because she even hinted that later on in the episode where she said, people think that I don't know, but I know a lot more than I show. But baby, I know everybody's tea. So, you know, don't even do it. Like, baby, trust and believe. I might be super ditzy at times, but baby, when it's time to clock in, I'm clocked in. I like Alicia a lot. Yes, Alicia is old school Jersey. She sure is. Wait, hold on. Somebody said, wait, hold on. Don't do me. Don't do me just yet. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Okay. So can you see, you guys can see this, right? One of y'all said, I wish you had the pictures. So can y'all see my mouse? Can you see the mouse? Like, is it, because I want to point, I'm trying to point to see, I'm trying to let y'all see who is who, because some of y'all don't know. Can y'all see the mouse going? Oh, you can see the mouse? Okay, good. So this is Liz right here, who looks like Dolores. This is Ashley from The Bachelor. You can't see the mouse? Oh, you can't see it? Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. Well, the two sitting down, the one who looks like Dolores on my right, which would be might be on your left, that's Liz. The other one sitting down is Ashley. Joellen is standing up, who looks like Teresa. Do you see her, y'all? You can't see it? You can't see the mouse, Brooke? I can't see the cursor. Oh, child, I don't know. Well, okay, so the women standing up in the picture from left to right. So from my left, that's not Teresa, that's Joellen. That's Wait, who? Oh, that's Alicia, who's like doing this. She's like doing that pose. She's like standing and sitting. That's Alicia. The one in the white with the white corset doing this in the ponytail. That's Kelsey with the man who's not faithful. The one in between, the one right here, that's Rula, who's going to be showing up later on. And then the one standing behind Liz, that's Rosie. And then the one sitting down, that's Liz. And then that's Ashley right there sitting. So is that helpful for anybody, y'all? I hope I helped a little bit, y'all. Kelsey's in the all white. That's all I know. Yes, they all look beautiful. They look fabulous. Okay, did that help a little bit, y'all? I hope that helped you. I hope I did my best. It's gonna take a few episodes, child. So I'll say this: Rosie and Kelsey favor each other. Ellen reminds me of Teresa Giudice from Jersey. She looks like her. And I think that Alicia and Rula kind of favor each other, and Liz looks like Dolores. So it helps. I still need to refer to it. Keep it going. We'll pick it up eventually. Okay. Well, thank you. Yes. Well, the photo concept is nice. Okay. I'm happy. I'm happy I could help. All right, y'all. So I'll bring the picture up periodically. So in case you get confused, we can go through the whole thing again. Okay. Go by the dresses. That will help. Okay. Wait, are we doing this one more time? Are we doing this one more again? Who is the lady that looks cooked? What do you mean by cooked? Don't do them. Don't do her. Wait, what'd you say? Does this for they hold pearls or seashells? I'm not gonna lie, I'm shocked there are no Portuguese or Puerto Ricans on the show. Both have large communities in New England. Yes, that's true. Maybe next season. They hold clams. They share the same sturgeon, don't they? The girls they're putting me to work today, honey. You have them calling me delusional and then saying, put that picture back up because we need to know who's who, honey. Child. Baby, I'm being put to work. Remind us who the core friend group in the photo is. So pretty much, Ellen is at the center of, she's the center of the clique. The girls have to run through her. So Ellen is the one who looks just like Teresa. She's standing up on the left with the sparkly, it's not sequins, but it's the sparkly dress. And she has her arm on the chair like that. She's like that. That's who Ellen is. So Ellen is the center of it all, right? Ellen is best friends with Kelsey. Kelsey's with the man who lives in Miami for half the year. He has other girlfriends. She's a sugar baby. They're best friends. And then Liz, who looks like Dolores, who's sitting down and she's doing like this. Liz and Ellen and Kelsey are all best friends. Liz knows everybody because Liz is the oldest in the group, and Liz was there when everybody was born. Okay, I hope that helps. Does that help? Does that help, y'all? I hope I'm helping. So, Ellen is the final boss. Yes, honey. Yes. I thought Alicia that is the glue in Ellen was in charge of these girls. Oh, absolutely. Ellen looks great, honey. Who is Dolores? Dolores is from Jersey. You know Dolores Catania from Jersey. So Dolores Catania is a full-timer on New Jersey, and now she's a friend of here on Rhode Island. So, okay. I'm trying, Brooke. I'm trying. Thank you, Osmond. Okay, so y'all so y'all see what Osmond has it. Starting from left to right. Ellen, Ashley sitting down, then is Alicia, Kelsey, Rula, Liz, Rosie. Liz and Ashley are the two sitting down. So Osmond has it. So y'all refer to Osmond. I'm gonna leave Osmond's comment up here, y'all. Okay. All right. Now also, wait, hold on, y'all. I want to say this. Shout out to Dolores. Dolores, I know you played a big hand in Rhode Island getting off the ground. Dolores, you did this. Dolores, I know that you went to Bravo and said, "Hey, Andy, check these girls out here. These girls are it." Dolores, you did your big one. I hope you got the biggest check for putting this franchise together because, girl, you did that. This friend group is it. If Jersey never came back again, Dolores would be solidified on Rhode Island. Rhode Island is it, baby. Rhode Island is it. And did you hear later on in the episode when Paulie said, we have a house here for the whole summer? I said, I know that's right. Dolores, you did this, Dolores. Miss Mamas did that. Dolores getting a check while Teresa and Melissa figure out their mess. Yes, honey. Yeah, Dolores. No, Dolores is a friend of. Dolores is the official friend of the show. She's the official, because Dolores has a cast photo and everything. So Dolores, you did that, baby. Because honey, this group is everything. So y'all, I hope that picture helped. So I'll bring it up if you guys need to reference who's who again. Yes. Shout out to Dolores for defending that Sierra girl, because we know Dolo. Oh, don't do Dolores like that. Don't do Dolo like that. I mean, Dolores is from Paterson, New Jersey. I'm sure she has Black friends, and she's always been very sweet and lovely every time I've seen her. I never got that impression from Dolores. I think Dolores really is, Dolores seems like she's down. Don't do Dolo like that. Oh my God. Y'all have me screaming. Everybody, you guys are on 10, honey. Listen, honey, it is Good Friday. Let's all be good today, honey. Listen, honey, I'm trying to have a smooth life. This was a day that, my Lord and Savior was, but on the third day he rose again on Sunday, which is why we celebrate. But yo, let's be good on this Good Friday, okay? Please don't act up. Don't act up, y'all. Don't act up. Oh my God. Oh my Lord. Yes, honey. Listen, they are acting up. Yes, Jimmy, let's reel it back in. Jesus, honey. Goodness gracious. Everybody is on 10, honey. All right, y'all. Let's get back on. Oh my gosh. Yes, I do not do this 2 days before the resurrection of our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Okay, that's right, y'all. Don't act up, please. Please. Oh my gosh. Lord, y'all have me like sweating, please. Y'all throwing daggers and darts. Y'all reading me down, calling me delusional. Like, baby, we just got here. Oh, my Lord. Oh, my goodness, honey. See what happens when you take a day off, Brooke. My God. My God. All right, y'all. Listen, y'all. Y'all are on 20 today, honey. Let's all keep it cute. All right. So we see Alicia. Alicia has a beautiful home. She lives in Providence. So she's preparing for a dinner. Her family's coming over, and it's so cute. Her daughter Selena is 9, and her fiance Frank is there. And it was so funny because her daughter was singing "Deck the Halls," and the dad was like, "Why are you singing a Christmas song?" And Alicia was like, "Because that was the last time that I set the table." I could not stop laughing. Alicia says that her daughter is her mini-me. She likes the same things as her. She loves Britney Spears too. And I think that her daughter is adorable. Like, she looks just like Alicia and Frank. So now, and also Alicia has a beautiful house too, like really pretty. So now we find out that Billy, her man, her fiance, he owns a bunch of restaurants in Rhode Island. Her favorite one is called Pizza Mama. So now we have Alicia's cousin call her up saying that they're on their way. They'll be there soon. Alicia says, I have a big Italian family. I have 6 aunts. They all live in Rhode Island, right? So now we see her aunts and her mom all in this big Escalade. They're on their way to Alicia's. So her mom, Anita, is so funny. She was like, I don't know why they had to move all this way. They're so far. I hope they need to move back to Cranston. That's where Alicia's from. That's where her mom and all the aunties live, in Cranston. Baby, when they pulled out the map and we see that Cranston and Providence are only 15 minutes apart, I said, my God. I said, wait, what? You guys are crying over a 15-minute drive? Are you serious? I said, damn, how, like, do you obviously want your daughter to live right in the same house then? Because there's no way you can cry about 15 minutes. I said, my God, they are so dramatic. I was laughing so hard. Then her other aunt was like, yeah, it's just so far. It's just so far. Oh, the whole state only takes 45 minutes to navigate. I am screaming. When I tell you, Alicia says that when she was 8 months pregnant with her daughter, Billy moved them all the way to Providence and it was terrible. I said, girl, you are only 15 minutes from your mom and your family. Like, you will be okay. Like, they are so dramatic. I said, they would have a nervous breakdown if you moved to another state. Like, if you moved to Boston or Connecticut, I'm sure they would fall out. I'm sure. I'm like, my God, like, I couldn't imagine you saying you're going to move to New York or move to Jersey. They would fall out, like a mess. Now, when they pulled up to the house, did you see that one aunt pull out her flask? I said, not a flask. They could not live in LA. They couldn't live in Atlanta. They could not live in Chicago. They could not live here in New York. They would fall out they would fall out if they had to live in different boroughs. They would be like, we live in Brooklyn, she lives in Queens. We can't, like, they would fall out if they had to come here to New York, honey. If she were in Westchester and they were on Long Island or Westchester in the city, they would fall out. Like, girl, I would hate to see what you think if you lived in another city, honey, because you guys would fall out over here. I said, my God. But yeah, honey, her aunt had a full flask. I said, it was only a 15-minute drive, and Alicia and her husband have a house full of liquor. My God. Yeah, come listen, honey. They would fall out. They came to the DMV. Like, they would really crumble. I don't know what they would do if they moved to any other city. Your family, when you move from the city to the Hudson Valley. Yeah, they would fall out. Oh, they would fall the F out. Oh my gosh, they wouldn't last a minute. Houston will have them crying. Exactly. So now we find out that Alicia's grandfather opened up a famous bakery called Superior Bakery, and they had other pizza restaurants that were well known all over Rhode Island. So pretty much she comes from some money, honey, okay? And we know that a pizza restaurant's going to always do well, especially here in the Northeast. You're going to always get you some good pizza. Italian restaurants do very well here in the Northeast, okay? Very well. So, Alicia has some money. Her man has money. I'm here for that. So now they're all there, and Alicia's mom is like, Billy, I love this house and all. Don't get me wrong, but we can build you a house just like this back in Cranston. I said, once again, Miss Anita, you guys are only 15 minutes away. You will be all right. You are acting like you are an hour or 2 hours away. Like, my goodness. So now they're all pressing Alicia and Billy on why they're not married yet. One of the aunts says, why aren't you married? You can get married right here. And so she's like, get married already. I'm aging. So now Alicia's like, maybe, next year. So Alicia says that her and Billy got engaged when she was 7 months pregnant 9 years ago. Now, I want to know the backstory on why Alicia and Billy aren't married. Listen, let folks do what they want to do, but I am curious because they do live like they're married. I mean, they have the house together, they have their daughter. So I do want to know, why don't they want to get married? Like, is it Alicia? Is it like, I want to know the whole backstory there. So yeah, honey, 9 years is crazy. They will drag this out like Robin and Juan. You said somebody's married. Oh, nothing more permanent than a child. Okay, let's just move on along, because you know how we drift to other topics. We'll be talking about something else real soon. Let's just keep it at the recap before we go on to a tangent, and then it gets spicy and kitchen table talk, and then it's a whole thing. Let's keep it real tame on this Good Friday. They might as well get married in that big, beautiful backyard. I agree. Yes, honey, let's move along. Listen, honey, move along, Claudia. Move on to let's find us a studio to drop these beats, okay? Listen, honey. Dorothy's over here laughing. Dorothy, you haven't told me to move along, Claudia, yet. So anyhow, Alicia's mom had me screaming. She was like, Billy, get your swagger back, bang her against the wall, do something, like just get her to marry you. I was like, oh, she was like, baby, take my daughter and give her some good. I was like, oh, okay, Miss Anita. Billy was like, can we eat? I could not stop laughing. So now they eat. That food looked amazing. Alicia, I'm gonna need an invite. Listen, Italian food is my favorite. I could eat Italian food 24/7. The pasta, that homemade bread, the fresh olive oil. I was salivating during this scene. I mean, honey, that food looked amazing. Potomac, take notes. If any franchise should be taking notes, it's y'all, because y'all fail on the food front, the wealth front, the party front. Baby, Rhode Island has all their ducks in a row, because this family meal ate down, literally. But yeah, honey, that food, phenomenal. You said 9 years, Billy done did that. Oh, you said your quick observation, that family's too involved. That's why they're not married. Oh, I can see that too. Because they're too pushy, but I feel like that's the norm, in certain cultures. It's like you really do marry into the family. The family has too much to say, and then the kids are too afraid to check their parents and say, hey, butt out, I'm an adult. So, but yeah, I could see that being the case too. But honey, that food looked phenomenal. Yes. Notice everybody showed up to a home with a gift. Yes. No picked over Popeyes in sight. Listen, don't do it, friend. Don't do it. Listen, friend, it's a new franchise. It's a new day. It's Good Friday. And I don't feel like dealing with a certain person's people and bots coming in here talking stupid and talking crazy on this Good Friday. So let's just keep it real light today, friend. Oh my gosh, y'all have me screaming. So now, so they bring up Liz, and Alicia says that she's known Liz since she was born. She says that she was beautiful. She was older than me, but Liz makes her nervous. She's a queen. They call her Queen Elizabeth. So now we jump over to Liz McGraw. Liz is hands down one of my favorites, like off rip. I'm here for, like, you can't say anything negative about Liz in front of me. Like, that is my girl. Liz, love you down. Baby, when they pan to Liz's house, Liz, your house is definitely in the top 5 for like prettiest houses on Housewives. Gorgeous. That shot, you're right on the water. Home is stunning. Stunning. When she went outside to walk her dog and she was like, oh, we're so blessed. Look at our life. I said, oh, Liz, that shot alone was the money shot. I said, Liz, you did that. Liz, you and your home, y'all ate that. Y'all ate. Baby, come on, Miss Mamas. Come on, Miss Mamas. Personal doc and all. Listen, poor Tomic could never. Listen, that doc shot was everything. No, it really was. It really was. Oh, it was her cat. Oh, she was walking her cat. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. I apologize. Y'all said, hold on now. Listen, y'all. Please forgive me, honey. I thought it was a dog. All the cat people are letting me know, no, girl, don't get it twisted. Respect the cat. Forgive me, y'all. Forgive me, honey. Forgive me. Oh my goodness. Walking a cat on a leash. But yeah, wasn't the cat on a leash? Was I not? I might have seen it all wrong. Listen, y'all, honey, I don't need the cat people. I don't need the pet people to come after me. God bless all the pets. God bless all the cats and the dogs. Please, I could have sworn it was a dog. Yeah, okay, thank you. I wasn't crazy. That cat was on a leash. Exactly. What? You know what, child? That cat sure was on a leash. Yeah, okay, I knew I wasn't crazy. Poodle, yes, people walk cats on leashes all the time. I had no idea. Brooke said, whatever that means. Oh no! Oh no! The cat passed away. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Oh, that must have been recent then. Oh, I feel so sorry. I'm sorry to hear that. The leash did throw me off. The pussy accepted your apology, Brooke. Thank you. Her man was cleaning cat pee. Oh no, so I assumed that they had dogs and cats. So, okay. Well, rest in peace to the cat. I'm very sorry to hear that. It was a beautiful cat and had a beautiful life. I'm very sorry to hear that. Yeah, honey, what a turn of events, honey. Oh, Jesus. From one day to the next, you don't know what a day is going to bring. My friend walks his lizard on a leash. Oh, Jesus. Y'all are so funny in this chat. My cat has a leash and a harness too. It's common. Oh, I didn't know that. I did not know that. Well, thank you for informing me, y'all. Listen, honey. Listen, y'all, they have leashes for turtles too. Oh, I didn't know. I mean, now turtles already walk slow, so I don't know why a turtle would need a leash. Where are they running off to? People are so creative. They are. Okay, y'all. All right. Why is everybody so silly today? I didn't think you guys were going to be so silly. Oh my gosh. Yes, no, we do have to move on because I can't stop laughing. Oh God. Yeah, Dorothy's not doing her job. Dorothy's over here reading me and then calling me delusional, laughing, and not moving us along. Oh gosh. We gotta need somebody else to do Dorothy's job, child. You said, sorry, Brooke, I'm off today. Thank you. I appreciate you, y'all. You said Goof Friday. Jesus. All right, y'all. Let's move on to the next thing. So anyhow, Liz says that everybody always says that she's blonde and that she bites people's heads off and that she can be scary. You can tell right off the bat that Liz does not take herself too seriously. She's good-natured, she's fun, and she's sweet, right? So we find out that her and her husband, Jerry, met at a bar. They were married 6 months when that whole ancestry DNA thing blew up. She says, if you ever looked at me and Jerry, you would never know that we were related, but we are related somewhere down the line. Now, if you guys watched the Real Housewives of Rhode Island after show, she explains how they're related. Her great-grandmother is Irish. No, her great-grandmother she divorced the great-grandfather and then remarried to her husband Jerry's great grandfather, and he was Irish, and that's how they're related. So she said they're related real far down the line, honey. So she broke it all the way down on the after show. But yeah, I mean, she's right. If I looked at them, I would never know that they were related. I'm sure he's probably like, a 15th cousin. So does it really matter? She said, listen, honey, I found a good man. Even if we are related, it is what it is. And, he's all the way down the line like that. That goes way back into like the 18th century, child. So we're good over here. Liz said that's her man and she don't care, honey. It is what it is, okay? She says he has enough money for me to forget. Okay, you said, I'm okay, I guess, honey. I get my Windsor on for that house. Mary's married to her step-granddad. Liz is good, okay? You said, oh no, that's desperate. Selective inbreeding. Oh, Jesus. She said, I'ma still get this watch though. Exactly. So no, they don't have kids together. So now she goes on to say that when she met Jerry, he told her that he had 3 daughters. They were very little. She was not prepared to be a mom. Now, I know that there's going to be some more backstory about Liz and her girls, because Liz considers herself to be those girls' mothers. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think that their biological mother, I don't know if she's a part of their lives, but make no mistake, Liz considers herself, those are her daughters, okay? And she is their mom, okay? I said, I know that's right. I know that's right. So anyhow, she says that she was not ready to be a mom, school, lunches, uniforms. She says that there were times where she would forget to have the youngest daughter, Skyla, in the car. She would drive off without her. Yeah, so, but she's adjusted to motherhood, right? So now we learned that her and her husband own a joint cannabis dispensary. They were one of the first people on the East Coast to have a cannabis line. She says that he's the king of cannabis, which makes her the queen of weed. Yes, it's like Margaret with Jan's 3 older children. Yes, very much so. Very much so. Very much like that. Like how, yes, because Margaret's kids, their mom was a deadbeat, correct? And Margaret stepped in, and she is those are her kids. They are, she is their mom, right? Like it's definitely like that. Like from what I heard, from what I was told, I think that it's a similar story as Margaret's, I believe. So anyhow, we see Liz getting ready for the day, and she's going to have lunch with Kelsey. She says, I'm going to East Greenwich today. Now that threw me off, because for all my East Coasters, for all of my girls who are in the tri-state area, New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, when I hear Greenwich, I think of Connecticut, Greenwich, Connecticut. So when she said East Greenwich, I said, wait, she's going all the way to Connecticut from Rhode Island for lunch? And then I was like, oh, East Greenwich, Rhode Island. Got it. Makes sense. So she says that she's going to take the dinghy to meet Kelsey. So now we see Kelsey. Kelsey's coming out of a Maybach. I said, oh, come on. I said, girl, the girls have a Maybach with the personal driver. I know that's right. So now she says that, we hear Liz saying that she grew up with Kelsey's boyfriend, and Kelsey and her boyfriend have an age disparity. I said, not an age disparity, honey. I said a disparity. I said, Liz is too much. She says, I don't think that her boyfriend is old though, because we're the same age. So I thought that it was really baller for Liz to drive the dinghy. I mean, baby, you're going on a boat for lunch. Liz is, baby, she took that dinghy out. She is riding on the water just as smoothly as possible. I thought it was so funny how her hat flew off. I said, baby, not the Prada hat. being chucked in the water, I would be so pissed. But Liz, you should have known that your hat was going to fly off. I'm just saying, girl, you should have had the hat in your purse and then put it on when you got onto land. Okay. You says, I can't judge, child, because if Richard Gere calls me up, I'm gone. I know that's right. Yes, honey. Oh, baby, listen, hold on. Those Prada boots, baby, listen. Baby, those Prada boots, 8 down. That whole outfit was it. The Prada hat and the Prada boots. I said, stop it. I said, stop playing with her. Those Prada boots, 8 down, honey. I said, baby, she got 5,000 on the feet, honey. Everything. Baby, though, listen, honey, that was such a big flex, honey. Liz was trying to be cute. She sure was. Liz looks great. Honey, those Prada boots were everything. Liz said she had her boots on the ground. Exactly. Yes, the camera was stuck on her boots, honey. They love the boots. So anyhow, we see Liz, she's at the restaurant now to meet Kelsey, and they're ordering some drinks, some gin. She loves some gin. And now they get their drinks, and we see Kelsey picking out the lemon seeds out the lemon. So we find out that Kelsey has this like abnormal, like she doesn't like seeds in the drink. I was like, girl, okay, I guess. I mean, the seeds aren't hurting anybody, but okay. So now the producer's asking Liz, does Kelsey always pick the lemon seeds out? And Liz says, no, her staff at her house, they do that for her. I said, Kelsey, I hope you're not wasting their time picking those seeds out. Like, really, girl, you'll be okay to drink the drink with some seeds in. Like, I said, okay, Kelsey. I said, okay, girl. I was screaming. And thank you. They have seedless lemons and limes anyway. So I'm like, girl, you can get seedless lemons. That's not hard. I said, okay, girl. So now, Brooke, I'm sure the staff getting well paid. No, they are getting well paid for that. I'm just being funny. Listen, she's definitely wasting the people's time. So now, Kelsey says, no, sorry, let me back up. Liz brings up 4th of July. What are her plans? And Kelsey says, well, he's not going to be around like he's not here anyway, but he's not going to be here for 4th of July. It's going to be just me solo. We know that he is her man. She says, I love when I have my free time. And Liz says, look at you, you've got everything. So now we cut to Kelsey. Kelsey says she lives the life of luxury. She's been a lady of luxury for 10 years. So we see the home. She lives in this gorgeous 16,000 square foot home. Stunning. She says it has everything that she needs. She has 4 kitchens, 79 TVs. The closet is perfection, chef's kiss, right? She said that the house is so big, the bedroom is in a different zip code. I said, oh, I know that's right. I know that's right. Like, you don't understand. It was just so nice to see actual wealth again. It was so nice to see it. Like, it's been so many frauds and perpetrators and scammers and folks faking the funk. It was just so nice to see. We have the dinghies and the docks and the gorgeous homes. It's like, thank you, Jesus. Won't he do it? Won't he do it, honey? Let's whack Potomac again, honey. A breath of fresh air. No, for real. So now she says that her boyfriend's family is one of the most prominent families in Rhode Island. We already know. If you missed it, this is Kelsey's boyfriend. On the show, his face was blurred out, but baby, the detectives over at Bravo found out who he is, and this is her boyfriend. He is the son of the famous judge in Rhode Island. His name was Frank Caprio. That's That's his family. So that's him, and that's Kelsey, and then that's his dad, the Judge Frank, who passed away. I just found that out. I'm so sorry to hear that. But yeah, honey, that's her boyfriend. That's her man. Yeah, listen, I get it, Kelsey. I get it. Yes. No, I think he's cute. You said the first boyfriend. I got it. Yes, the house looked fun and vivacious, not stuffy and gaudy. Exactly. It took social media less than 24 hours to find him. Well, you know what? I'm sure that Kelsey already had the pictures of him up on her Instagram. So if you just scrolled back, 300 weeks ago, I'm sure she had some, I'm sure she, still had the pictures of him up. A nice head of hair too. Yes. Yeah, he's very handsome. Y'all think he's cute? Oh, Devin, don't start, Devin. Don't start. Yes, he is cute. Okay, don't do it, honey. We have good taste. My eyes are not broken. He's not a bad looking man. Devin, don't start, Devin. Okay. Don't piss me off. Oh my gosh. Y'all need to stop. Now we have all the look, thank you, Jesse. It could be worse. Please, thank you. Listen, y'all, you know what? Now we have the contrarians out. Talk about, oh, you think he's cute, child? Oh, I guess. Listen, honey, don't be contrarian today, okay? You guys are funny. You guys are so funny. You guys are, thank you. It could be Todd and Bronwyn. Thank you. Thank you. You said as a bisexual man, they are a hot couple. Okay, thank you, Stephen. He's handsome, but not my type, but handsome. Yes. Honey, everybody is showing up and showing out today. Lord have mercy. You guys are so funny today. Yes, it could be Keely. Listen. You guys are so funny. You guys are hilarious. Okay. You know what, guys? You guys are on 20 today. Jesus. You guys are really on 20 today. All right, honey, let's just move on along because I don't feel like fighting with anybody. Okay, y'all. Let's get serious. Wait, how come I can't hold? Oh, sorry, guys. I lost my spot in my notes. Okay, so she says that he's allowed her to live a life of not having to work. She met him when she was 19. She saw him on a boat. He was tall, dark, and handsome, and they made out for 2 hours straight. Sometimes the best relationships start out like that, like it's hot and heavy at first. Kelsey, I get it. I get it. Sometimes those are the best ways to start things off. Just, I was here for it. They started dating 10 years ago. She says that he's the reason why she became Miss Rhode Island. If she didn't have that push from him, she would have never had the balls to do it. She says he's a good person and a good man. But for 5 months out the year, he's gone. She has the whole house to herself. It's just her. She says that her relationship is very unorthodox because he dates multiple people. For the first half of the year, he's in Miami. When he's in Miami, he's with somebody else. Now, here's my thing about that, right? You filmed this, you guys were filming this in the summertime. So it seems like he's in Miami for more than half the year. It seems like he's there. It seems like he's gone in Miami for 7 months out the year, and he only gives you the last 5 months out of the year, if I'm not mistaken. Because if I'm doing the math right, you filmed this in July, right before 4th of July, like 2 days before the 4th of July, right? So that would mean that he would be home. If he's on, because that would mean that he would have been home in May, right? So if he's still in Miami, then that means that he's there 7 months out the year. and then he comes back maybe in August or September, and you get the last half of the year. You get the last quarter of the year with him, not even the last half. So anyhow, she says that now that she's turned 30, she wants more for herself. Can I tell you something? I'm loving the fact that we're getting housewives who are our age. A lot of y'all are in your late 20s, 30s. Like, so we're like, so it's nice that like these housewives are our peers. Like, because their ages, they're all between like 31 and Alicia, Liz, and Rula, they're in their 40s, and Liz is in her 50s, right? But Joe Ellen, Ashley, Rosie, Kelsey, they're all in their 30s. So it's like nice, like, oh, we have young housewives who are our age. So it's nice. Like, I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Okay. And before anybody starts, listen, I love all the housewives of all the ages. So I'm not saying that I'm not age shaming anybody. I'm just saying it is nice that to see a housewife who is the same age, like they're in their 30s. Like that's all I'm saying. So I don't want anybody to take offense to what I'm saying, child. Please. Child. It's a good mix of ages. I agree. I love a good mix. It's fresh. Honey, you know how they do. So yes, it's a breath of fresh air. Yes, it brings different energy. It does. Listen, honey, you know how folks like to play. You know how folks like to play around. So, yeah, I think Liz looks great. You said I'll be 42 this year. Rula looks 60. Oh, Jesus. Child. Yes. Oh, Dorothy, don't even bring that up. Listen, they'll be saying that next. Okay. So, but yes, it is nice. Like, oh my gosh, the housewives who are my age. Like, this is nice. It's nice to watch. Okay, let's move on. So, she says that she wants to have a more committed relationship with one person. She says he's at the age where he's not going to change who he is, and either I have to accept it or move on. Like I said at the beginning of this recap, there's a small delusional part of me that believes that this show might be the catalyst to bring this man home full time and be faithful. Feel free to whack me silently in your head, but I don't know. For some strange reason, I feel like he might want to really lock her down and get serious if he sees that she doesn't need him anymore. You'd be surprised. People act real different when you don't need them anymore. When you're like, you know what, good, you know, babe, I'm good. I don't need you. People act real different. So you never know. He might come around and want to change his tune. Just saying. You see, not you reading me again, honey. I am screaming. You guys are so funny. You said, Brooke, I really thought that you would whack her for her finances. Here's the thing. You know why I'm not, because I know, I think, were you the one who said, I can't wait to hear Brooke call these girls desperados? I think when it comes to Kelsey, the fact that she is honest about it and she's not hiding it or pretending like that's not what it is, I can always give the girls their due when they're upfront and honest, right? And she does seem like for the last decade that she has been okay with this arrangement. I think that I get on people. I can't call this desperate because she knew what she was getting into and she's enjoyed it. And she's even said, like, it is what it is, right? I think that it's desperate when you are doing something solely to keep a man happy and you don't want to do it. She does seem, from where I'm sitting, she does seem like she's okay with this arrangement. And she's been okay with it for a long time. So is it really desperate if you get enjoyment out of it and you don't mind? Like there really are some women who really don't mind cheating. Now, I don't agree with that. I don't agree with cheating, but well, I guess it's not cheating if you've agreed to it, right? And she has a boyfriend too on the side, but that's not the point. The point is she is honest with it. We've seen housewives lie about arrangements. She's upfront and honest. And he's not married. He's a single man. So there's also that they're both single people. Does that make sense? So I guess that's why. Yes, if she doesn't have a different boyfriend too, then she's desperate. Yeah, I agree. I think that because she has a boyfriend as well on the side, another boyfriend, then I don't think that it's desperate because she's having her cake and eating it too. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, she's polyamorous. Yes, she mentioned that she has another boyfriend in the next week's clip. Yeah, they're both dating around. Exactly. You said, let's hope she has a rainy day fund. Well, she will now with being on the show. My thing is, if it ends today, she has nothing. Well, no, that's not true. Because remember, she's on Housewives now. So she's going to get the Housewives bag. Let's be clear. In my Karen Huger voice, she has a secured storyline and a secured bag for at least another 4 or 5 seasons. So she's good. So, if she weren't on this show, then I would say that. But because she is on this show now with all this fame and this money that she's about to touch, she's good, in my opinion. So, yes, it's an arrangement. So, you said because she has to, the money man wants it that way, she will not be calling the shots. Mom has secured a bag. She doesn't seem happy, though. These women aren't dumb, y'all. Her name needs to be on step. Okay, they like it. I live, honey. Isn't 10 years plus considered common law marriage? I think so. She better get her social media following up, do some collabs. Oh, yeah, she will. I wonder if the men she's dating is allowed to come over to her house. She probably gets a hotel room or she probably goes to his house. Hey, Adriana Cook, thank you for the super chat. I just made it in my 30s this year, so seeing her appears as housewives is exciting to see. Yes, I agree. Don't some ladies come to housewives just to get divorced or break up? Yeah, they do that all the time. I'm not mad long as she gets hers. Agreed. She seems so sweet too. She wants more. You said, I wonder if that's why he doesn't live there all the time. It may not be common law. As long as she's smart about it. Not for me. Again, y'all, I'm happy that she's coming clean about it. I think that when you're trying to hide it and not being honest, then I'm like, okay, this is desperate. But because she's so upfront about what it is, I can't fault her for that, if that makes sense. Yes, Rhode Island is so small, so it's just an open secret. Yes, but it makes good TV. This is what Bronwyn should have been doing. Child. Well, I guess she's doing it now with her new boyfriend. Not every state recognizes common law anymore. That's very true. I love her being open about choosing between the lifestyle and other ones. Yeah, she's being honest about it, and she has another man too. Exactly. If they're both happy with that, then I'm fine with it. Yeah. I can't be mad. She's getting tossed, turned, and getting her bag. Do your big one. Okay, listen. So, yeah, they're allegedly it sounds like Joellen's husband and Rula's husband are dipping their toe in other ponds. Like it sounds like those are going to be the other bombshell revelations that their husbands aren't faithful either. So we're going to be finding more out about that too. So now Liz says, Kelsey says the good has always outweighed the bad. Liz says you don't want to be second fiddle anymore. And Kelsey says, I always thought when I first dated him that I'm in his life for however long he wants me in, and I was never in control of that. So now Kelsey gets emotional. She says, for a long time, I don't know what the right thing to do is. She says, I love him very much. I care about him. And Liz says, I know it's scary coming from having it all to making it all on your own. So Kelsey says stepping into the unknown is the hardest part about this. She's had the most amazing life and she doesn't know what to do. Now, Kelsey, I understand how torn you are, but Miss Mamas, I want to hold your hand and just say this to you. You have the biggest opportunity. You right now have the biggest bag. You are in one of the biggest, coolest positions right now. Okay. So please dry your tears. You are on the Real Housewives of Rhode Island. The bag, the platform doesn't get any bigger than that, right? You are going to be just fine. Whether you stay, leave, bounce around, whatever you do, because you are on this show on a huge platform, you are fine. So I wouldn't even cry if I were you, because like you're good. Like you're good. You're good. Yeah, we know what Kelsey's man looks like. You must have gotten here late. This is him right here. This is him with Kelsey. This is him with his father. His father is Judge Frank, who passed away. So I'll say this. I feel the same way too. I don't get how she's still insecure about her relationship. I'm confused about that too. Kelsey, I will say I have to just tap you. I'm happy that you're upfront about the relationship, but here's where I have to just let you know that now the crying is displaying desperado behavior. If you wanted real commitment and a man who was faithful to you, you would not have spent 10 years of your life in this. You would have left a long time ago, right? You know what it is. It's been a decade and nothing has changed. So I don't get why you're crying now. And Miss Mamas, you have women who are in your position who have nothing to fall back on if the relationship is over. You have housewives. You have the Bravo machine behind you. It doesn't get much bigger than that, right? So I need you to hang this insecurity up, dry your tears, and let's get to work, okay? So just saying. You said, I get that, but did she secure a brand, career, etc.? You can never trust a man 100%. Well, she's doing it now. She's making up for it right now on the back end with Bravo, because it's clear that she did not secure anything in the 10 years. But listen, here's my thing, y'all. You can't really feel that sorry for her when she has the Bravo machine behind her. Like, she's about to blow up because this franchise is about to take off. It's a great franchise. I'm sure the ratings were probably through the roof last night. Like, she's good. She's good. I'm rooting for her too. Same here. Yes, we know the girls get on Housewives and they're ready to get out of the relationship. Exactly. I hope she's been squirreling away money and jewelry all this time. I mean, I'm sure. I mean, think about it. She has her bags. She has an extensive bag collection, expensive jewelry collection. She's good. Like, she's good. So she might be insecure about public perception and she didn't know how people might judge her situation. Now, here's my thing. She's been watching Housewives as a teenager, right? Like a lot of us. She knows what it is, right? She has other friends who are on reality TV. I don't know if I'm buying that she might be scared about public perception, because if she were so afraid, she would have ended this relationship a long time ago, in my opinion. I think that she came on here because she knew that this was a hot storyline. This is hot gossip, and it's just a good way to usher a show in. So I don't know if she's insecure about perception when, one, it's an open secret in Rhode Island, and then on top of that, she knows how reality TV works. So, in my humble opinion, but you know what? You might be right. Hello, Big Papa with Kim. She's fine. Exactly. Probably has a stipend. Kelsey's boyfriend's name is John. Thank you. So anyhow, we now cut to Joe Ellen. We get to meet Miss Joe Ellen, aka the Teresa Giudice of the show. She looks just like Teresa. So we find out that Joe Ellen and Gary met in high school. She says that she was an innocent freshman and he was the hot senior. She'd walk past his locker and she'd be like, hi, how are you? And he was like, oh, you're Jen's little sister. So we find out that Joe Ellen's older sister, Jen, and her husband, Gary, used to date. Like, they were boyfriend and girlfriend. She says that my sister loved him, right? But she says, despite that, I was like, I'm going to marry this man. Now, Joellen, you might be in charge of the girls. Love you down. Like, girl, you are clearly going to be the villain. You are the queen bee. You are like the Giselle of your franchise, like where all the girls kiss up to you and they want your approval. I have to just tap you on the wrist because, girl, you're too much of a baddie to be sounding so desperate. When you said, I chased him and I finally got him and we got married, no, ma'am. I'm not even, like, I wasn't even, and don't judge me. I wasn't even tripping off of you marrying your sister's ex-boyfriend, whatever, or they dated. I don't know how serious it was. You didn't say how serious it was, but I wasn't even tripping off of you marrying your older sister's crush, whatever. When you said you chased him, I said, no, ma'am. For all my thank you. Hot girls don't chase men. Thank you. Hold on. Joellen, I have to deduct a few points because we don't chase men. And I'm sorry, Miss Mamas, but that is a bit desperate. And it's giving that you liked him a lot more than he liked you. And that's a recipe for disaster. It should be listen, in order for a marriage or relationship to work, the man needs to like you a lot more. That's the God's honest truth. I'm just not here to lie to anybody on this Good Friday. If a woman likes a man more in that relationship or that marriage, I feel very sorry for you. Desperado City. It's giving that you like and love him more than he does. And for you to say that you chased him, you are already on shaky foundation. Your house is built on sand, honey, and not solid rock. I said, no, ma'am. And don't ever let me hear that any of y'all are out here chasing men. Someone said their relationship is giving Teresa and Joe Giudice. Kind of, yes. Yes, honey. And then him possibly cheating on her. Baby, that's what's about to come out on this season. That's what they're saying, honey. They're saying that it's going to be him and Rula's husband are allegedly stepping out a mess. Yes, you'll never know if he truly loves you. Why take that risk? Exactly. Jesus, honey. Makes sense. That we need, honey, it's time to get back to Christ. It's time to get back to Christ. Okay? A mess. Cheating with his sister, child. Yes, with his sister-in-law. Well, yeah, because her sister is his sister-in-law now. Yeah, baby. When Alicia let that slip, when Miss Alicia let that slip quickly, I said, "Oh, baby, this show is so good, y'all. We got to make some time, honey, and move on." Yes, she has a bad relationship with her mom because she said her mom did not have the maternal gene, and that's a whole storyline because we see in the trailer her and her mom have a one-on-one conversation, and she's like, "Why did you treat me so bad?" And then her mom says, "Because my mom didn't show me love either. I didn't know what to do." And now we see Joellen crying. So, baby, Joellen has a lot of stuff with her, honey. She has a lot going on in her life, baby, between the husband and her mother, a mess. Yes, her mom was giving Ruby very much so. So, child. Oh, she wasn't taught anything and probably compete with her sister her whole life. And the women don't chase her to stop marrying down sayings. Oh, I will. Yes, Joellen's mother and grandmother didn't show her love. Yep, they did not. She said that. Women like that tend to grow up to be mean girls. Yes, no, it's true. It all makes sense why Joellen is the way she is. A mess, honey. That mother wound is no joke. I can't wait to hear all the backstory. Same here, honey. Baby, when I tell you, Dolores did her big one when she found these group of girls. Dolores did her biggest one, honey. Her biggest one, because this cast is it. So anyhow, Joellen says that her mouth gets her in trouble with everybody. She doesn't know why people tell her things, because when people say don't say anything, she says, of course I'm not going to say anything, but I'm going to tell my best friends, Kelsey and Liz. So now she says she knows she can be a bitch sometimes, but she's not actually a bitch. When people get to know her, they're not as scared. We find out that they have 3 kids. She has a son who's 10 and 2 daughters. One is 3, the other is 1. So now she says having 3 kids might as well be having 500 kids. She's the PTA mom who buys store-bought cookies and throws them in Tupperware like she made them. So now we find out that she says it's been a rough year having 3 kids. She's overwhelmed. She thanks her husband for loving her. We find out that she works in aesthetics sales. She works with med spas, plastic surgeons, dermatologists. So she sells them tools and she teaches them how to use them. She says, I like working, making my own money and not having to rely on Gary. So now we jump to Alicia at home. She's vacuuming and we see Rosie come over in her pink Jeep. That pink Jeep is so cute. So Alicia says that she loves Rosie. Rosie's a Taurus and loyal. She's known her for 2 years. She says that the girl who did her Botox is Rosie's friend, and that's how they met and became close. So she says she knew her before because Rosie was a newscaster on the local news in Rhode Island. She recently found out that her stepdad had a crush on her. So now Rosie says that she was a TV reporter and anchor on the #1 station in Rhode Island. No shocker that anybody 50 plus watches the news. She says on any given day, if I go to the supermarket and older people aren't saying how much they love me, then it's a bad day, right? So now we see, now I don't know what were those shoes that they were wearing? Like they make you like jump, but they were wearing those on their feet. It's good for like your whole body. It's a good exercise. But they're going walking and running with those on their feet. I don't know what they're called. Rosie will be like Ashley Darby. Yes. Yeah, Rosie definitely does stir it up for sure. We see each other. So now we see Alicia wishing Rosie a happy anniversary. We find out that Rosie is married to her husband, Rich. They've been married for 1 year. She says he's her best friend and her biggest supporter. And it seems like her storyline is going to be if she wants kids or not, because in the trailer you see her husband saying, listen, do you want kids or not? Like, is that a deal breaker for you? Should we end this right now? Like, let me know what the deal is. It seems like she's not ready. She doesn't want to have kids, or she's on the fence about having kids, and that's understandable. I get it. So she says that Rich has a million hobbies that make him money. He flips houses with his uncle. He DJs, he sings. She says, don't call him a Frank Sinatra impersonator, but he does sing Frank Sinatra at weddings and events. So it seems like her husband is a jack of all trades and he brings in some money. So I said, okay, as long as he brings in some money, I love to see it, right? Yeah, how did they go this far without having this kids conversation? You'd be surprised. You know, when you're blinded and you're in love and lust, you don't think to ask. Like people, I think that also people think that the person is going to change their mind about certain things when they get married. I think that's what it is. Because I was confused. I was thrown by that too. So I guess we're going to find out more when that episode comes. But I am curious to know how they got married without having the whole kids conversation. So, a rich freelancer. Yes. Keely, take notes. I'm sorry. Yes, ladies, please get your answers before the ring. Well, no. I think that if I'm not mistaken, it sounds like Rosie doesn't want to have children, right? Because if you watch the after show, she made a joke about that because she's paired with Ashley and they're best friends. It seems like the husband thought that he was going to change her mind. That's what it's giving me. I think that she was always clear with him that she was on the fence about children. That's what it seems to me. So Rosie's career is hot and growing. She probably feels the timing is not right. I could see that. Can't have. Yes, it's very true. Yeah, I like Rosie. You cannot change anybody's mind about the kids. No, it's true. It's true. The kids. No, it's true. You cannot change anybody's mind about the kids in the breezeway, honey. I think Rosie likes him, but is set on no kids, but he thought he could weather the waters with motion for kids. Yes, I think so too. I think so too. So now, Alicia says that she has fun with Rosie. And so, they finished doing their cardio. Alicia had me screaming. She was like, I was trying to do my Jane's Fondas. I said, girl, who's Jane's Fondas? You mean Jane Fonda? Even Rosie was like, girl, what? Alicia's accent kills me. So now Alicia says, well, talk to me about this picnic that you're throwing. Rosie says, it's a work event for my TV show. She has a lifestyle show that airs on Saturdays and Sundays. So she does segments with local businesses. And tomorrow she's hosting a picnic, partnering with a picnic company that does posh picnics. So she says that she's going to have an entire segment and then have her friends come and join. The only thing that she's worried about is Joe Ellen being there. So she's like, Alicia, do you think that Joe Ellen's going to be nice? Alicia was like, no, I don't see it. She says, I don't know how to put her in her place a lot of times. And Rosie says, well, tomorrow you might have to. So Rosie says that she met Joe Ellen through Alicia because Alicia and Joe Ellen grew up together. And she says that they're all in a clique. Lisa and Kelsey are in this clique as well. Rosie goes on to say that if you want to be in this friend group, you have to be friends with Joe Ellen first. See, that's why I can't do friend groups. Like, I just can't. I'm so sorry. I think that friend groups are cute up until college. Friend groups were a mess back in elementary school, middle school, and high school. Okay? I'll be damned in our 30s with a friend group, and I have to go through this person to be friends. Joelle, and I love you, but girl, it's a little bit of like, you have me a bit messed up. Like, we had to go through you in order for this to work. I'm sorry. Y'all know how I feel already about friendship. My OG subscribers, you know how I feel about friendship already. Yeah. So to tell me that there's a friend group that I have to go through this person, count me out. I'm real cool with having a whole bunch of acquaintances and we can go out to dinner once in a while, shop it up, surface level. Like, that's really where I'm at. Like, it's a lot of foolishness. And I hate to sound so jaded, but I say, yeah, Joelle, you have me a bit messed up with that. I said, girl, I just, like, Joelle, I love you. Joelle, I love you. And Joelle, you really are in charge of the girls and my funky Dineva voice. However, you have me a bit messed up that the girls have to go through you in order for them to be friends. I don't think so. Like, so, yeah, that's another topic for another day. Okay. Yeah. Honey, listen, been there, done that. And I will never do it again. I will never do it again. I learned my lesson from elementary school, middle school, high school, tried it again in college. It's always been a mess. 0 out of 10. 0 out of 10. Absolutely not. Okay. So now she says that Joellen has a reputation that precedes her. She actually told Joellen to her face that you're actually really nice when you're not being mean. So Alicia says, I think Joellen likes to throw shade sometimes because she's insecure about being the villain. So Rosie says she needs to stop being a villain then. So Rosie says that I'm cautious about being around her because recently we had a very casual day at her house. She invited everybody over and she said some really nasty things about me when she thought I couldn't hear her, but I clock everything. Rosie says, we've all heard the rumors. We all know what people say. Alicia now blurts out, yeah, I didn't know that she was a swinger. I said, hold on. So not only do we have Joe Ellen's mommy issues, mean girl, queen bee of the group, now, and then the husband allegedly, who's about to be, they're about to call him out for cheating on her allegedly. Now we have that she's a swinger now. I said, Joellen, you are living life. I said, who knew that? I said, okay, Joellen, honey. Ciao. So anyhow, again, Alicia is somebody who she knows a lot more than she lets on. And when she let that slip out, that was not by accident. She wanted the cameras to pick up on that. She wanted Rosie to know that, yeah, girl, I'm going to just let you know, don't let her come for you because she's a swinger doing all this other stuff in the dark. So, yeah, girl, you can always get her on that. I said, oh, okay. So now Rosie says, yeah, I heard that rumor too. Alicia says, I just want to know if it's true. Like, I'm nosy. So Alicia says that she's known Joe Ellen ever since middle school. She was good friends with her sister, her older sister, Jen. She did communion with Gary, Joe Ellen's husband. And she says, me and Gary are very close, but not as close as him and his sister-in-law. I said, Alicia, I'm going to need you to come to the front. You obviously know a lot more, and that was not by accident for you to slip that in there. So what you're saying without saying is that Gary is still hooking up with his sister-in-law / ex-girlfriend. Is that what you're saying? I said, Alicia, girl, Alicia is all right with me, honey. Baby, the way Alicia slid that in there, I said, Alicia, not you casually slipping that in there, that he's allegedly getting cozy with his sister-in-law / ex. I said, all right, girl. I said, baby, I see you, Alicia. Listen, honey, some good tea. Baby, Alicia said the rent is due, honey. Yes, Alicia got that Margaret Joseph's arsenal. Yes, honey. Listen, she is pouring into all the cups. Listen, honey, yes. That Sheree meme in Kenya's housewarming party comes to mind with this tea. Yes, yes. Rosie's going to empty the clip at some point. Give Joellen a few more times to push Rosie's buttons. I agree. Messy boots. I love it, honey. My mouth burned by that tea. Same here. Baby, Alicia ate. Hey, Damon Jones. Thank you for the super chat. Alicia's ass so messy. Oh, she's very messy. She's good and messy, honey. And she's so slick with it, too. Alicia's my kind of girl. My arsenal is lethal. Honey, same here. Listen, these girls are bringing it, honey, eating down. So anyhow, she goes on to say that, no, that was it. So now, wait, hold on. Hey, Dark Child 99, thank you for the super chat. Brooke, please put the photo up again so we can follow. The group scene commentary got me like, I got to get used to the faces. Okay. So we're going to do this one more again for you, child. So you see who's standing up to the left? Now, Osmond, I'm going to need Osmond. I'm going to need you to come down to on the line and put it from left to right like you did for me last time. I appreciate you. Because Dark Child needs some help. So Dark Child, follow me here. From left to right. The one standing up to the left, that is Joe Ellen, aka the Teresa Giudice, okay, lookalike. The one sitting down in front of her, that's Ashley from The Bachelor. The one next to the one doing this, that is Alicia. That's Miss Alicia who spilled the tea about Joellen and her husband allegedly hooking up with his sister-in-law. Okay? Thank you, Osmond. Thank you, Osmond. From left to right, Joellen, Ashley, Alicia, Kelsey, Rula, Liz, and Rosie. So the two women, Dark Child, the two women sitting down, the one doing this, sitting down, that's Ashley. The one like this, that's Liz, Dolores' twin. That's Liz, okay? Are you following? Okay, good. Perfect. Thank you, Osmond. I needed that. Is everybody following, y'all? Honey, Osmond clocked in today. I am very grateful. Are y'all following who's who? The one doing like this, that's Alicia. The one doing this in the white corset, that's Kelsey. The one right there next between Kelsey and Rosie, that's Rula. Rula hasn't shown up yet. Rula shows her face in the next episode or episode 3, I believe. Rosie has the Hollywood glam, the waves, holding on to Liz's chair. That's Rosie. The one sitting down like this, that's Liz, Dolores' twin. Okay? Are we good, y'all? Okay, you studied their faces. I got it now. Okay, good. Good. You with me? Okay, good. You're with me. Liz is darker on the show. Give Brooke and Osmond their 28,000. Thank you. There will be a pop quiz at the end of the class. Okay, y'all. So that's who that. So I'll put it up again when we do the next group scene. I'll put it up one more time. Yes, Rula was on Watch What Happens. Yes, she was. Might have to label and keep it up. Same face. Okay. Okay, y'all. So you said after the first episode, I'm too invested. I recognize them immediately. Same. They all look so much alike. It's hard to tell them apart. Watch the episode, y'all, and you'll know. Okay, y'all. So now it is the day of Rosie's picnic. And Rosie, we see Rosie setting everything up. She says that she always wanted to be like Ryan Seacrest growing up. I said, girl, same here. We see each other. So she says when her and her husband Rich met, she was an intern on the show that he was the on-air producer for. Then she says, now he's my intern now. So now I have to say the spread for this picnic looked amazing. The fresh fruit, the cheeses, the bread, phenomenal spread. I said, once again, Potomac, take notes. Take notes. The spread on Rhode Island was a 20 out of 10. Blew me away. So now we see Joellen and Alicia arrive at the same time. I thought Joellen looked so pretty in that yellow. She looked really pretty. Alicia looked good too. Joellen says, I'm only here for Alicia. I'm not a fan of Rosie. So she makes fun of Rosie's show. She's like, oh, road tripping. That's what the show is called. She only has 200 views on YouTube. Damn it, I gave her a view. I said, now, Joellen, girl, that was mean because, girl, let's not throw shade at the YouTube girls because Joellen, girl, next thing we know, you'll be starting your own podcast and YouTube channel. So not too much. Not like, I know you don't like the girl, but you don't have to shade her YouTube channel. I said, girl, not too much now, Joellen. Joellen, I like you, girl, but not too much. Don't get slick. Don't get slick at the mouth about her YouTube channel, okay? So, all right, girl. All right, that was real messy of her. Yes, honey, think about it. 200 views today, but that will be 20,000 after the season. Yes, Andy did tell them that. He said, we don't need another podcast from y'all either, so don't start with that. Okay? Mm-hmm. Oh, that was shady. Rosie still got more views in Summer House Martha's Vineyard. Baby, I don't need the Summer House Martha's Vineyard folks coming in here getting upset with me. Oh my gosh. Y'all have me screaming. So now we have Ashley show up. Ashley brought a bucket of Dunkin' Donuts. Ashley's really sweet. Now, Ashley, you have a really robust storyline. We're going to talk about you in a minute when we get to your scene. You have a lot going on. But Miss Mamas, I wonder how long you're going to last on this show because you know that this show entails a level of very thick skin. And you are so sensitive and you're a woman after my own heart. I'm really sensitive too, but I know when it's really time to go at it, when I have to just dry those tears and just let somebody have it, like, baby, the way Ashley will cry at the drop of a dime. I said, oh, Ashley, I don't know if this is the show for you, but I know you need that money though. So we're going to see how you do. But Ashley is really sweet. Ashley is super sweet, okay? So now she says, Rosie says that Ashley's her really good friend. They're super close. And now we find out that wait, hold on. I'm sorry, y'all. Okay, so they all sit down. They're all like getting to know each other. Well, they're getting to know Ashley. And Alicia's like, tell us more about yourself, Ashley. So we find out that Ashley is married to Jared from Bachelor Nation. Now her husband, mind you, is a Rhode Island native, right? So she says, I met him on Bachelor in Paradise. It was love at first sight. Married for 6 years. We have 2 kids. So we learned that Ashley is from Virginia. And now Joellen's like, did you guys get married here? And Ashley says, yes, we got married at the K Chapel in Newport, Rhode Island. And then we had a reception. I forgot where she said, but it was a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful venue. So she says that Rhode Island is so different because it's so close knit. Alicia says, yeah, if we don't know you in kindergarten, then it's a problem. So Ashley's like, I never lived in a state where people are so proud to be from it. And I said, well, girl, New Yorkers, we're very proud too. I feel like Angelenos are very proud to be from LA. Chicagoans are very proud to be from Chicago. But I think that where Rhode Island has everybody beat is the fact that it's so close knit and it's so small. Like, we're not in people's business like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's where Rhode Island kind of has us a bit thrown off, because you guys, from birth to from cradle to the grave, you guys know everything about everybody. And it's like, okay, our cities are too big to know about everybody like that. Okay. But apparently not in Rhode Island. Okay. But yes, honey, we sure do rep our state to the end, honey. We sure do. People from Virginia are proud too. Yes, Jersey's very proud of Jersey. Oh yes, Jersey is very proud. Very true. I didn't know what she meant. I didn't know that she meant that. That's probably because Rhode Island is small and no one is thinking about it. Don't get the Rhode Island girls mad at me, Cheap. Don't get the Rhode Island girls mad at me, honey. Oh, Lord. Hey, Damon Jones. Thank you for the super chat. Oh, no. Alicia is MAGA. For the sake of the show, let's just, it's Good Friday. Let's just put that out for like, I can't. Like, I just... Damon, tell me this news on Monday. Tell me this news on Monday, honey. Someone on Twitter already spilled their tea. Child. You said, oh, Jameer said, and so is Teresa. Let's just move on. Listen, y'all, it's too much. I assume most of them were. Yeah, okay. Listen, y'all. Now, I do want to ask this. I feel like the percentage in Rhode Island is 0 to none, because I didn't see any. I mean, none. I was looking for a few at Joellen's party, and they were all very lovely when I met them at the premiere party. They didn't give me those vibes. But yeah, what is the percentage of us in Rhode Island? You said not a 1, Brooke. Didn't expect anything different. Oh, goodness. Grass is green and the sky do be blue. Oh, you guys have not a chocolate chip in a cookie, honey. 2%. Child. I know there's at least 5 Black folks in Rhode Island. Yes, Viola Davis is from there. You got that right, Brooke. I'm an Angelino and love it. Yes, exactly. I said, all right, honey. The people on Threads were pissed because there were no Dominicans, Portuguese, Caverdians on the show. Oh, yeah. Well, Steven already... Now, shout out to Steven. Steven, you still in the chat. Steven said that there's a big population in Rhode Island. Because I know there's a big population in Boston, Massachusetts. But Stephen, you said there's a big population in Rhode Island as well. Child, who knows? A lot of tan, but no chocolate. Rhode Island's almost 50-50, but leans blue. The black folks in Rhode Island are driving from New York to Massachusetts. 6.5%. I just asked Siri. Thank you. Okay, no, a Cape Verdean. I read, no, because it was, you said, no, what is a Carverdian? No, because that's how it was spelled. I thought it was a new ethnicity too. I said, oh, I didn't, maybe it, listen, I just read what, I just read what's written. Y'all, please just double check, because you got me reading typos. You got Jay Valmont dragging me for saying I'm screaming. No, it's okay, friend. It's okay. Listen, honey, let's just move on to the next thing. Everybody is so silly today. Honey, I just report the comments. No, I didn't want to offend anybody. I said, not the people, our car dealership in the chat. I'm screaming. Listen, I didn't listen. I said maybe I said maybe there is a such thing as a Carverdian. Who knows? Child, we got new ethnicities, new races every day. I don't know what's going on anymore. I'm not trying to get canceled. Steph wrote Carverdian, so I just read it out loud. She corrected herself and said Cape Verdean. So yes, honey, I'm a child of the world. Thank you, Ayana. Brooke in here making up new races. Y'all have been on me all day. No, in all seriousness, the next time somebody says that I just want people to kiss my behind and that I can't take criticism or anything, please show them this live. Y'all have been on my behind all day since we turned this live on. So please let the record show that I can take a joke and I can get whacked every now and again too, because y'all have been on my behind. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, y'all are so silly. You said, like Tiger Woods said, carblation. Oh, no. Oh, honey, I'm a good sport. So please. Oh my goodness, honey. You guys have me screaming today. Somebody clip it and send to the bus drivers. Please. Wait, what did Jamon say now? I just went with the flow. Thank you. Thank you. You see me. What did Jamon say? Let the record reflect. Wait, no, wait, what did Jamon say? You said, Jamon, what did he say? It's been nonstop laughter since the cat and the turtle. A whole new world, honey. You guys are so funny. Carblation is nasty work. Oh, Jesus. You guys are so funny today. Jesus. Oh my gosh. All right. Wait, who said what? She said you learn something new every day. Wait, hold on. Oh no, Jamon, don't say that. Oh my Lord, you guys are funny today. No, listen, right? Wrong road, everybody. We are worldwide, honey. Oh my gosh. Listen, honey, I read the typo. That was my mistake. I thought it was a new ethnicity. I didn't know what was going on. Geography with Brooke, honey. Yes, honey. New animals, new places, new people. Oh gosh. Yes, honey. Let's get back to making these claims for these men, honey. Carverdians, stand up. All right, y'all, stop. Brooke said, oh wow. Don't do me. Don't do me. Y'all need to stop. Y'all need to leave me alone, please. I'm gonna travel to Carblasia with the Carverdians. Oh, you guys, oh my gosh, y'all. Must be where there are no desperados or bus drivers. Y'all better leave me alone. Leave me alone today. Why are y'all so silly? Oh my gosh. I can't. I need y'all to stop. Dorothy has not done a lick of work. Dorothy has not done a lick of work. Dorothy had the nerve to call me delusional and hasn't done one stitch of work today. Dorothy's on her PTO. What a shame, honey. You said I know black, I carve her again. Oh my God, not too much on me. Thank you, Steph. What a shame. Donnie's on break, honey. What a shame. What a shame. All right, y'all. Thank you, Jameer. Thank you, Jameer. So let's get back on track. Thank you. Jesus. I'm not messing with y'all. I am not messing with y'all. Y'all, please stop. Enough. Oh goodness, please, y'all. All right, yo, let's get back on track. You see what one typo will do, child. Y'all need to stop. Please, guys, enough. All right, y'all. Please. I'm about to block this chat because you guys won't stop. Oh my gosh. All right. So now, where were we, honey? Oh, so Rosie goes on to ask, what did they do yesterday? And Joellen says that Kelsey came over to her house. So she says she's going through a lot right now. She's in between what she wants to do in the future. Like, I don't know. She's 31 and she wants to make it, but she's a doll. So now Joellen changes gears and says, let's just play Never Have I Ever. So now they play the game. Ashley says, never have I ever done any butt stuff. So they put their fingers down and Alicia's like, ew, I haven't done that. She says, if somebody wanted to do that to me, I get a gun and I take them out. Like, no way, I don't play that. They were like, really, girl? So now Joellen says, no. Then Rosie says, no. Ashley goes on to ask, never have I ever had a threesome. Joellen put 2 fingers down. She was like, girl, like, next question, honey. Next question. They were like, Alicia was like, really, girl, you've had a threesome? And Joellen was like, yeah, like, you haven't? And Alicia was like, no. And Joellen was like, okay, girl, like, I've lived. I said, okay. So we know that Joellen chased her husband. Her husband used to be her sister's man. Swinger allegations. She likes a cute little threesome every now and again. I said, mama has lived, honey. Yes, Joellen has lived. Joellen giving candy coated, very much so. She was spilling all the tea. Okay. You said, but who hasn't had a threesome? Not you. Y'all. You trying to get in people's business on this chat. Don't be confessing your business, child. Wait, how do you say your name? It's very pretty name. Is it Gielli? Gielli wants to know all everybody's business in this chat, honey. You guys are so funny. So anyhow, you said, not me, girl. You guys, not you being messy, Gia. You said your finger's still up, child. You said you speaking, why are you speaking French? You guys have me scream. Yes, John dated Lisa's sister, but it was only like 2 dates, though, I believe. Where is Naquan? He was down to tell us his mess. Well, we haven't seen him since he came on last year saying that he slept with his aunt's husband, and that we haven't seen Naquan since. Naquan, if you're still out there, Give me the tea. Give me the update. Are you still seeing your uncle? Did your aunt find out? And if she did find out, did she go upside your head? Like, what happened with that? So, Naquan, let us know. Let us know what's gone on since that revelation. Okay, Brooke, in that memory, I still remember that. I still remember Naquan. Naquan is in the chat Hall of Fame, a trifling mess. You guys have me screaming. Oh no. No, no. You said confess. I remember that story. Crazy work. Oh, you think so? Really? Ciao. You wait, who did you block? You blocked them with the swiftness. Who? What happened now? Did I miss something? That was a good live. The cousins might have been watching. A mess. Huh? How did you come to that revelation? Listen, let's just move on to the next topic. Move on to the next topic, child. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sitting up here confused. Let's move on to the next topic, honey. Okay. Okay, y'all. Yes, everybody's being messy on this Good Friday. So anyhow, now Rosie goes on to ask, never have I ever been polyamorous or polygamous. So they're like, wait, what does that mean again? So she says, if you have a boyfriend here and somewhere else. So she says, I thought Kelsey was. So did you see that grin that Jo Ellen had on her face when she mentioned Kelsey? Jo Ellen looked so happy, like, oh, girl, what did you say? Because the way I'm about to throw you under the bus and tell Kelsey what you said, Jo Ellen was salivating at Kelsey saying, at Rosie saying Kelsey's name. So Rosie says it again, and Jo Ellen's like, you thought Kelsey was what? And she says, polygamous. So Jo Ellen says, I don't know. You should ask Kelsey. So Jo Ellen says, this is what bothers me about Rosie. She's always talking ish about me or Kelsey, and there's always some excuse. Pretty much, Rosie likes to throw rocks and hide her hands. Child. So now, Alicia says, who do you want to spend Christmas with? Like, how does that work? Do you spend Thanksgiving with one person or Christmas with another? I totally get it because you get double presents. So Rosie's like, wait, what do you mean double presents? And Alicia's like, again, do you buy presents for both of them? Like, how does that work if you have two boyfriends? So now Rosie's like, wait, I thought that Kelsey's boyfriend had another girlfriend. Are you saying that she has another boyfriend herself? So Jo Ellen is like, listen, if you have a question, you need to ask Kelsey directly. That's all I'm going to say about this. Remember that Jo Ellen and Kelsey are best friends. So Rosie talking about her best friend is a violation. So now Jo Ellen gets mad and she says, Rosie, you're always talking ish and I don't love it. So she says, Rosie says, I'm a very nosy person. Nosy Rosie. I have questions, but what do you expect? I'm a reporter. So now Rosie says, it's actually hilarious that you say that because I heard you talking ish about me the other day. So Jo Ellen's like, that's not true. Like that never happened. So now Rosie addresses how the other day at Jo Ellen's house, she heard Jo Ellen talking about her. Rosie says, girl, I heard you talking about how the wine that I brought was cheap and that you even said that I was evil and that children don't even like me. So Jo Ellen says, I don't think I said that to your face, but I do feel that way. I said, oh, now hold on. Because we find out later on, Rosie, that you came to Jo Ellen's house with a $6 bottle of wine. while listen, let me start off by saying this. You were on the Real Housewives. You have some money in the bank. Your husband makes money. I could see if you were somebody who didn't have it like that, then it would be like, okay, it's the thought that counts. But girl, you have a bit too much money to be coming to somebody's house with $2 Chuck. Like, respectfully, I'm so sorry. Like that, like, and you were on the after show saying, well, I was always taught that you'd never come empty-handed. And that is true. But at your level, you don't bring any $6 cheapo wine. La Marca for $21.99 is right there. If you can do Chandon, that's $29. Like, if you don't want to spend top dollar, you can still spend a cute $25-$40. There is no excuse. I'm so sorry, Rosie. I'm so sorry. And because I think she left the price tag on it. And also, let's be real, a cheap bottle of wine. Like, you know that wine for all my if you're from the Northeast, if you have like an Acme or a Stop and Shop or a ShopRite, that like really cheap wine that's in there, like a Chateau Diane or something, and it's like $5. It was probably that. You know what a cheap wine is. Let's not sit up here and play. You know what a cheap wine is. You know what it is. You know what I'm saying? She left the tag on it. She meant to be petty. That's not respectfully, Brooke. $2 Chuck. I'm serious. The metal cap is a clue for me. Exactly. They have the Chandon Spritz and it's $30. What is $100 bottle of champagne when you're on a Bravo show? Exactly. Grocery wine. It tastes nasty. Yeah. It had a screw cap. Yes. There's always Andre. There is always Andre for what? How much is Andre? Andre's what? 14? Wait, let me Google. How much is Andre? Hold on. Andre champagne. How much is Andre? Oh, Andre's $7.99. Okay, never mind, Osmond. That's never mind, Osmond. Never mind. I thought Andre was 15. Andre is $7.49. Never mind, Osmond. Don't even say that. Oh my goodness. Please. Oh my goodness. Y'all, let's just with the amount of girls doing fraud on these housewife shows, let her stick to cheap wine. Don't go above your capacity. Now, I'm sorry. If you're on Housewives, a nice bottle of wine or champagne should not be above your capacity. I'm sorry. No, for real. No. Okay, hold on. Let me just say this. Let me say this, Greg. Let me say this. The other day when I did the Beverly Hills recap, and we did the whole conversation. We got on Bose about not buying anything when she was in Dolce & Gabbana in Italy. A few of y'all came in my comment section saying that I'm being hypocritical because you get on the girls who do fraud like Wendy to keep up, but then you want to drag the girls who are being frugal. Time out, time out, time out. And I'll let you know in the comments gently, this ain't that. First things first, on the Real Housewives, we expect to see wealth. That's period. I don't care what city you're in, we expect to see wealth. You can't have it both ways where you want to be wealthy, you want to be seen as wealthy, but then be a cheapskate. It doesn't work. So I don't like this whole thing of, oh, Brooke, you're being hypocritical, because no, if you come on Housewives, we expect a certain level. Okay, I'm not going anywhere with $6 wine for anybody. If I come to your house, I'm giving you the good stuff, period. And if I get on TV, it's going to be, it'll be Ace of Spades, Cristal, you know what I'm saying? I don't think that's fair to say that don't go above your capacity, but then you know, but you're on a show about wealth. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not singling you out, by the way. But your comment reminded me of the people who were saying I was being hypocritical over my critique of Bose. You know what I'm saying? So yes, be frugal on your own time, not mine. Okay, so listen, just saying, a little whispering angel bottle of wine. It's Real Housewives. Exactly. Exactly. Bose shows no signs of being broke. She better spend that coin. Exactly. I just think that it's kind of bogus to say, oh, Brooke, you're getting on them, but that's why the girls do fraud. Which one is it? Well, first of all, you shouldn't be on this show if you can't afford to show up with a bottle of $80, $100 champagne in the first place. You can't have it both ways. You can't want to be viewed as a wealthy woman, but then be a cheapskate on the side. Either you go all in or you don't get on the show. But a lot of these women have one foot in the door and one foot out. If you claim to be wealthy, then let us see the wealth. I don't want to see cheap behavior. Period. So exactly. I agree. A regular host gift should be $25 to $50 for Housewives. It should be no less than $100 if we're keeping it cute. Exactly. I mean, I'm sorry. When I go to people's homes, I have a nice bottle of Veuve, Moet, La Marca. Like, I give people some really good wine. I'm not a cheap person. So I expect for my housewives to not be cheap either. That's not too much to ask, in my opinion. So being cheap doesn't even feel good. Exactly. No, and on the after show, she said that her husband had bought it like for them, and she was in a rush, so she just picked it up. I said, girl, I would have been late to Joe Ellen's house and stopped along the way to get a nice bottle of wine or champagne. That's just me, though. So yes. Brooke, when should I invite you to come over to my home? Let me know. Yes, they already give a performance, so they might as well continue the charade and splash out. I agree. Yes, if you can't do wine, thank you. A box of pastries. Some pastries for $25. Exactly. Some flowers, a candle. But you don't come in there with no $6. No, that's $6 is destitute. It is. And Joe Ellen in the after show said, I would have rather her hadn't come empty-handed than give me a $6 bottle of cheap wine that was disgusting. A nice floral arrangement. Exactly. That's the problem. Some of the Housewives shows feel too pedestrian. Yes. Hello, RHOA. So No, I wasn't dragging you. You agree with me? Your comment reminded me of the people who called me a hypocrite about the conversation about Bose not buying anything. And they were saying, oh, you're the first one to say, don't live above your means if you're on this show. But my main point about like saying that I was dragging Wendy, like, Wendy, you didn't have to do this. You could have been honest with us. But my thing is that those are two separate issues, right? My point is, don't go on this show if you can't do it the way you're supposed to be doing it, period. That's where I stand with it. So arguing over donations and dinners, get these bums off my screen. Exactly. Yes, lose situation, waste of $6. People love flowers as well. Exactly. So that was my point, honey. Yes, people need to realize we don't want to see Raggedy Ann's on here. Exactly. Bravo's too focused on mess and not wealth. I agree. So anyhow, we go on to Rosie saying, you know what, Joellen, you didn't have to come to my picnic and I didn't have to pay for your gift bag, which was $1,000. So Joe Ellen says, are you shut the F up? Are you out of your mind? So now Alicia says that Joe Ellen likes to throw jabs when she's mad. That's just the beauty of Joe Ellen. I'm not surprised to hear that. Joe Ellen looks like she will go low with you when she's mad. So now Rosie says, I invited you here for an olive branch, and then she starts crying. She says, I'm so nice to everybody here, and you're just so mean. Joe Ellen's like, listen, Rosie, I don't want to make you cry. Let's just start here, right? I want to move on. So they put their hands in the middle as like a pact. And Joe Ellen says, I want to start over with you. She says, I'm having a 4th of July party. I want you all to come, including you, Rosie. So she says, I'm just here. I want to get past the BS. And now Rosie says, okay, cool. She says, I'm hopeful and nervous. And she's going to give Joe Ellen a really nice gift for her party. So now they toast to a good start. I was laughing so hard because the champagne bottles were both empty. I said, oh, you guys like to drink, huh? I know that's right. So now we get to Ashley, and she pulls up to her and her husband's coffee shop called Audrey's. I think that Ashley and Jared are so cute. He's really handsome. I think her husband is so cute, okay? We find out that their coffee shop / lounge is the 2nd rated celebrity owned restaurant in the US. I was like, oh, okay. Bon Jovi's is number 1. She says, is it a huge money maker? No. Now I'm surprised to hear that. If it's top rated number 2, I'm shocked that it's not making the money. But yeah, oh my God, he is so cute. Jared is so, yeah, the coffee looks so good. He is so handsome, very much so. Very much so. Yes, he does. He does. He reminds me of what was the actor who played what's his name? Like Chase Crawford or something. He reminds me of him, but as a brunette. He is very handsome. Where does OLG rank? Oh, you are so shady. Restaurants are not very profitable, even good ones. I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, Penn Badgley, a little bit, yes. He's so cute. So now she's telling him all about the other day at the picnic. And then she informs him that they were invited to Joe Ellen's 4th of July party. It's going to be no kids. So she has somebody already on deck to watch the kids. Because they have 2 kids, 3 and 1, I believe. So now she mentions Rosie. She says Rosie wants us to all drive together because she's nervous about seeing Joe Ellen because they got into it the other day. So her husband's like, wait, what happened between Rosie and Joe Ellen? So she says, well, from what I gathered, Joe Ellen had them at her house and Rosie brought over a bottle of $6 wine. And then Ashley's like, I would do the same thing. I love how her husband, Jared, was like, babe, we could do a bit better than $6. He was like, yeah, I could see why she'd be pissed because if that were me, I would spend a few more dollars because $6, that's cheapish. I said, thank you, Jared. Now, Ashley, you are a sweetheart, right? But all of this like super demure and like I'm so modest and I'm not bougie and I'm not high maintenance. I can't stand that. You are on the Real Housewives, honey. You are a housewife now. So I'm gonna need you to lean into the bouginess of it all. I don't want to hear out your mouth that you would come to somebody's house with $6 wine. I need you to be like, yeah, what Rosie did was kind of crazy. Yeah, $6 wine is, baby, that is tight. That is tight. Like, that's tight, like a bob, like Nene's bob, okay? Or Claudia's bob. Babe, that's real, that's cheap. That's cheapskate behavior. That's real stingy. That's miserly behavior. Very much miser. I'm sorry. It's giving miser. It's giving stingy. That is almost shade when it's a few dollars. Is that even a grande coffee from Starbucks? She don't like Joe Ellen. Well, it doesn't matter if you like somebody. You don't give anybody $6 wine. Ernest and Julio in a box. Oh no. I take it as a threat. Very Peter Thomas. Worse than returning a Gucci wallet. I'm screaming. All right, don't start, friend. I don't need Wendy's people up in here storming this chat talking crazy. This is the only Jared with some sense. I forgot the other Jared over on SLC. Oh, Brittany's Jared. You're right. So now she goes on to say that, hold on. Sorry, guys. So now she's asking Jared, when is he coming home tonight? And she says, when we first opened up Audrey's, he was working 100 hours a week. He's adjusted his hours, but he still works a lot. Audrey's is their third child, pretty much. So she's like, here's the thing about this place. I know you love it, but you don't light up about it anymore. And you could have a much more enjoyable life. She says, I've gone weeks without seeing you smile. And I think I constantly worry about how can I make you happy? Ashley, I'm not going to hold you. I am a bit concerned about the state of your marriage. A few alarm bells. When men are frustrated with money, that's always a bad sign. The fact that he is so stressed about Audrey's doing well, he's barely home, you're like a single mom pretty much. When you said, I'm always worried about how to make you happy, you cannot make somebody else happy. Happiness is an inside job. I know that sounds cliche, but it's the truth. You cannot make anybody happy except for yourself. The fact that you are worried about making him happy, that's concerning to me. Then when you said that we're both influencers, but I have more followers than he does, and then we're going to find out that the trailer showed that later on you're crying about how you're pretty much the breadwinner and you're carrying them on your back. My antennas are going up. Like, baby, I'm scared for you. It does not end well when a woman is carrying the financial load. You know how I feel about that. I'm praying that you guys are one of the rare exceptions who make it, because I'm rooting for y'all. Y'all are a beautiful couple. Jared seems really sweet, along with very handsome. Ashley, I'm a bit nervous for you. I'm a bit, because what we're about to see later on in the season, when you're crying and you're like, I know that I'm carrying the load and you're mad because the coffee shops are making money and I'm bringing in all the money. I'm worried for you. I'm not going to hold you. And this scene, it feels like you're walking on eggshells. You're trying to make him happy. I'm gonna pray for you. I'm gonna hold your hand. I'm gonna pray for you. He needs to grind his last bean and switch industries. That part. Listen, no, for real, Jameer. You know how I feel about women being the breadwinners. Oh, you said you'd rather carry a $6 bottle of wine than to carry the financial load of my relationship. Oh, both are bad. Next case. Child. Hopefully she has a prenup. We're going to pray for their marriage. Yes. And then when she started crying, I was just like, yeah, Ashley is carrying a lot. And my heart really breaks for her, because we're going to see a lot more as the season goes on. So I already feel bad for Ashley. Isn't she from The Bachelor? Yes, they're both from The Bachelor. Honey, I hope she has a tight prenup. Ate them right on up. Yeah. Okay. So I was trying to give him the benefit of the doubt. So you think he was dismissive in the coffee shop? I thought that he was so busy focused on the customers. Oh, you think I was trying to give him the benefit of the doubt about that. Oh Lord, I'm praying for them. They have 2 kids who are under 5. I should have had this conversation at home. I agree. I feel bad. Oh, you said he's a kept man, not a working husband. Oh, I thought, you're talking about Amanda. Oh, Amanda. I said, wait, Ashley's husband is working. He's the coffee shop. He's a hard worker. Oh, I read that too fast. You said Amanda's husband. Oh, okay. Oh, you scared me for a second. Don't you have waiters? She can have the conversation. Yes, that was my thought. He's never home. So she had no choice but to come down to the coffee shop because he's never home. Child, just a mess. She's probably had to have that conversation before at home. No, listen, I was like, wait, I was like, don't do Jared. I said, don't do Jared. Jared does need to lean into his influencer life. I agree. Jesus. Yep. He went from working 100 hours a week to maybe 90 hours. So he's still working hard. I hope she doesn't end up as Rachel Lindsay, former Bachelorette. I hope so too. I don't think they can afford many waiters. I think the staff behind them was all they had. That's what it gave. I feel like he was multitasking. That's what I thought too. She said he doesn't want to. You said my friend used to have a coffee shop. It's not easy. I learned how to work the espresso machine and jumped in when it got busy. My payment was unlimited free coffee and corned beef sandwiches. That was nice that you helped. I think he's a good guy. I think so too. I think he is a good guy. Never home, but I'm making the most money whilst being home. Hold on. First of all, we see each other because that part, I think that it's an ego thing. He thinks that he's in her shadow and he wants to prove that he's a success without her. I think that's what it is. I think that it's the male ego coming in, and that's the real reason why he doesn't want to do the influencer track. Because when she said, well, I have more followers than him, but he could still make great money doing it, but he doesn't want to, is giving that there might be that male ego coming out. He feels, well, I don't want to be in her shadow doing that when she has more people than I do. That's what it's giving. That's what it's giving. Just a mess, honey. Just a mess. Hopefully being on the show will bring in more money. So hopefully, okay? Why are those Bachelor contestants are not making that money? You say you're seeing some burgundy traits, but not full-blown red yet. If he mess up, we gather him down later. Yes. Child, yep. You see, yeah, time will tell. Time will tell. Yes, I like them as a couple. We're not dragging him. We just keep our good eye on Jared, okay? Yes, I think so too. Listen, y'all, we gonna just keep our good eye because something's going on. But I felt really bad when she started crying. I felt bad because you can tell she's going through a lot. So now it's the day of Joe Ellen's 4th of July party. And we find out that Joe Ellen has rented a beautiful home in Portsmouth on the water. She says 4th of July is huge in Rhode Island, but she has no idea what 4th of July is about. She's like Plymouth Rock, Christopher Columbus. I don't know, child. I said, now, it would behoove you to learn the history, but girl, I guess. So now as Joe Ellen's getting glammed up for her own party, Joe Ellen's mom comes over to watch the kids. So she thanks her mom for watching them. She's like, thank you for watching your own grandkids. How much do I have to charge you? And then her mom was like, you don't have to pay me. And then Joe Ellen said, well, why did I have to pay you? Why did I send you a Zelle if I didn't have to pay you for watching the kids? I said, immediately you could feel the tension between her and her mother. Like from jump, you can feel that something is not right between Joe Ellen and her mom. A mess. Personally, if I were in that boat, I would not have her watch the kids. I would have somebody else watch the kids. Respectfully. Okay? Mama was mad when she said, yeah, that was not a joke, honey. She mixed up all the early American founding stories, made me giggle. Yes. She really said, my mom's here. Oh, God. She sure did. It was not warm between them at all, honey. Yes, that's how I feel, too. If I didn't have any trust, she would not be watching the kids. That's how I was surprised. I was like, girl, you have all these issues with your mom. Because if that were me, then she would not be watching the kids, in my opinion. Are they? Yep, they are the new Sutton and Reba, honey. It's a mess. So now she says that the maternal gene skipped my mom and my grandmother. My mom was really hard on me for no reason, and I had no guide on how to be a good mother. I'm doing the best that I can, and I pray that my kids turn out amazing. I felt sorry for her when she said that. I thought it was telling how when they were leaving out the door, the 3-year-old daughter like did not want to be with the mom, did not want to be with the grandmother. That was because kids always know, kids can always feel bad vibes because the daughter did not want them to leave. They were just like, Mom, don't leave us here with grandma. So they're on their way to the rental house for the party. She says that she's nervous with her mom being there with all her kids. I said, girl, respectfully, I would have hired somebody else to watch the kids. I would have called up Alicia's mom and aunties to watch my kids before I had called up her. Respectfully. Yeah, she wasn't affectionate either. I clocked that too. Yes, kids know evil spirits, very much so. So now we cut to Ashley, Rosie, and their husbands on the way to the party. Rosie says that she has a gift for Joellen, even though she was mean to her. She brought her a nice bottle of champagne, a bottle of Moet, and fireworks. That was a cute gift. She says, my hope is that everybody likes me. Now we cut back to Joellen. The house that Joellen rented for this party was stunning. Right on the water. I said, Rhode Island, girl. Miss Rhode Island. Y'all are, baby, the way I'm about to be in Rhode Island. Like, what? The house was gorgeous. Potomac, once again, take notes. You did this. The spread, everything. Baby, money was spent. Joellen did her big one. Her big house was gorgeous. Full spread. The bar, she had a cannoli station. She had a station for caricatures. So wait, hold on, y'all. Hold on. So at the premiere party on Monday, the guy who did the caricatures in this episode, he was there doing caricatures for the premiere party. So I got mine done. So me and my mom got one done together. How cute. How cute. I don't know if you can see it. How cute. They did the caricatures. I was like, oh my gosh, how cool. But yeah, so I said, shout out to Don. Don is making good money because I said he was on the episode, then he was here at the party. It was so cute, right? So yes, honey, he was really nice, really sweet. So how cool is that? But anyhow, y'all, they did that. So also the food looked. She had the raw bar with the shrimp and the oysters, baby. The way Bravo replicated Joellen's party for the premiere party. The same spread that Joellen had at her party, they had it at the premiere party. So the fries, the raw bar, the hot dogs with caviar, they had that. Those hot dogs with the caviar, 20 out of 10. Delicious. Joellen did that. Joellen, the food was fooding. When I tell you guys, I cannot wait to grab something to eat after this live is over. I am starving, but I digress. But yeah, they replicated Joellen's entire party for the premiere party. The same thing. Beat that Popeye's pony party by a landslide. Yes, honey, sure did. Yes, they love to recreate a scene for the reunion. They sure do. Honey, that hot dog, they had so many. I had quite a few of them. They were so good. So good, but they did a great job. So anyhow, she says she might not cook or clean or have sex all the time, but she knows how to throw a good party. I said that's most important. I know that's right, girl, and you did that. You really did that. So now we see everybody arriving. Alicia and her fiance Billy arrive first. The way Alicia cannot say caricature was so funny to me. She was like caricature, like caricature. They were like, no, girl, it's caricature. It was so cute. I love Alicia's accent. So now we have Liz step in with Dolores. Seeing her and Dolores together, oh my gosh. They are twins, honey. Twins. Liz says that they met at a cannabis convention and she convinced Dolores to visit Rhode Island for a summer. And we see that, I think 2 summers ago, Dolores rented a house and she loved Rhode Island. And Dolores, that was the best thing that could have ever happened because now we have the Real Housewives of Rhode Island and these girls are it. So I'm so happy that you and Liz met because, baby, Liz really brought you in the fold of a great franchise. And Dolores rented a beautiful house too in Rhode Island when she did stay there. Stunning. So now Liz says, I trust Dolores. She knows where all the bodies are buried, or all the berries are bodied. That was so cute. I love how Liz does not take herself too seriously. She's just fun. So now we see Kelsey arrive. So now Kelsey spills some tea, baby, about her best friend. She says that she's known Jo Ellen since high school. She used to work at the same tanning salon that her other friend worked at. And Jo Ellen was hooking up with the owner of the tanning salon. And then she started hooking up with the owner and his wife. Baby, I said, Jo Ellen has lived, honey. I said, baby, she took the owner and the owner's wife down. I am screaming. Jo Ellen, girl, when the news comes out about the whole swinging rumors and your husband with your sister, I can't wait to hear all of it, honey. Baby, she's been tossed and turned. Tossed and turned, honey. Listen, the Jo Ellen tea had me gagged. Yes, you said, damn, Jo Ellen, get around, honey. My jaw hit the floor on that. Just a small town girl, honey, getting it by any means. Swinger vibe. Jo Ellen is a freak. Took them both through there, honey. Took them through there, and they loved it. Okay. Turning, honey. Yes, honey. Or Brazzers tea, honey. You said, come get your baddie, Jane. Jo Ellen in charge of the girls and the boys. Oh my gosh, been to and fro, honey. Tossed down, honey. Yes, honey, she does get that. She has lived. Jo Ellen eating hot dogs and getting carpet burns on. You guys are so silly. Like a rotisserie chicken just in time for Easter. You guys are so funny. Y'all need to stop. Jo Ellen has lived, honey. She has lived. So Dolores, they're all thanking Jo Ellen for the invitation. Dolores says, thank you for having me. So they're like, is this your first time in Rhode Island? Dolores says, the first time I left Jersey, I was 18 and I actually came to Rhode Island. So this is not Dolores' first time in Rhode Island, honey. She's been around the block. So now we see Rosie, Ashley, and their husbands arrive. And it's so funny because Rosie and Jo Ellen are both wearing red dresses. They both look really good too. So Jo Ellen, so you could tell Jo Ellen's a bit nervous about Rosie being there. And Rosie's really nervous about seeing Jo Ellen. So Jo Ellen says to Kelsey, hey, Kelsey, let me just say this to you. I want to let you know what happened at the picnic the other day. I want you to know that I stuck up for you. Rosie was questioning your relationship, saying that it was polygamous. And Alicia was like, wait, does Kelsey have 2 boyfriends? And then she was asking, where do you go for Christmas? And I was like, and I said to both of them, why don't you ask Kelsey that? So Kelsey's already upset. She says, I just met Rosie at Jo Ellen's, and I feel like I can sniff out people who aren't girls. Rosie is not a girl's girl. So Dolores is like, well, is there any reason why she's asking about your relationship? Are you going through something? And now Kelsey is talking in circles. She's like, well, my relationship, it just makes me upset. So Liz says, don't sweat it. They're just rumors. We all know that rumors aren't factual. And now Kelsey's like, I'm a cold bitch when it comes to my, but when it comes to my relationship, it's my choice. And I don't have to explain what I do to anybody. Now, Kelsey, here's where the insecurity jumps out with you, because why are you so defensive? If you really are about that life and you really don't care about your man having other women and you're a proud sugar baby, open relationships, a boyfriend on the side while he has girlfriends on the side, you shouldn't, and especially since you're in Rhode Island and everybody knows everybody's business, I don't know why you're so surprised at anybody questioning your relationship or talking about it. And then on top of that, you've been in this relationship arrangement for 10 years. So this should not be new to you to where you're crying. Like, am I making sense? I felt like you said that Kelsey's unhappy, money or not. Yes, clearly she cares. I agree. Because I'm thinking, if you if you've been in this arrangement for 10 years, people talking should not be new to you. Like, I don't know why you're crying about it, right? I don't know. Yes, every time he comes up, she's crying. I see a breaking point coming. She's embarrassed. I think, you know what, you're right. I think you're right. You know, Kelsey's probably, she should have her boyfriend set up an investment account for her so she can make passive income. Definitely feels like something else is going on. I agree. It jumped out because she isn't about that life and wants to be a wife and maintain that lifestyle. Listen, I think you might be right, friend. She doesn't want to be in that relationship anymore. Seems like she wants more from him. Baby, you do have to answer a little piece when you get into this Bravo check. Very true. Very true. Yes, there is no such thing as a girl's girl. It's every woman for herself. I agree. When you hear people saying that women saying they're a girl's girl, run for the hills. No, there is no such thing. There is no such thing. So I want the women to retire that phrase, honey. It's only real on the internet. Because in real life, stop playing. We can talk about that until the cows come home. A mess. This is Kelsey's out and she's taking it. I agree. If you're for the streets, you're not crying about it. She's in a vulnerable position with that man and she knows it. Oh, you said very insecure. She's settling for a life she doesn't want. I can't stand it. Girl's girl. A girl's girl is so tired. Isn't it though? Isn't it? I want them all to retire the phrase. You said, I think it's because she turned 30 and now it's dawning on her that time don't stop for anybody, money or no money. Why does she care if everybody knows her business? You said because she's approaching 30, she wants something more. We never saw Marlo crying. She made the most out of those relationships. I agree. Very much so. It's code for foolery, jealousy, nonsense, and I'm gonna stab you in the back. That's what it's code for. That's what it's code for. One of them said girls in this episode. Yeah, Kelsey said it in this episode. So now she says, Liz says, you can either let it go or ask them, why are you talking about me when I'm not in the room? So now Dolores is like, hey, Joe Ellen, you're the hostess. You need to say hi to all your guests. Rosie and Ashley walked in, say hi to them. So Joe Ellen reluctantly walks up to say hi to everybody. Rosie gives Joe Ellen the gift of the champagne and the fireworks bouquet. That was cute to me. Joe Ellen's like, oh, that was thoughtful and creative, but not a gift that I would give somebody. Joe Ellen, baby, love you down. But at this point, you just want to be bitchy for no reason. That was a cute gift. She made up for it. She came in with a bottle of Moet and a cute firework bouquet because it's 4th of July. That was an A+ gift. Money was spent. Now we're just being bitchy for no reason. Because I'm sorry, you can't tell me. I had to rewind that. Like, wait, did I miss something? That was a really cute, inexpensive gift. So I don't know what the issue is. Now you're just being mean for no reason. That was a really cute. Yeah, just say thank you. Exactly. Okay. Wait, what happened? Okay. You guys are. Wait, hold on. You said, Joanne said, give her some. Oh, that's the real gift. I am screaming. You guys are funny. Yeah, give it back then. Exactly. Like, that was a really cute gift. So now they have the caviar hot dogs going around. Again, they were so good. So Kelsey walks over to Alicia and Rosie because she wants to figure out what was said when she wasn't there the other day. So Kelsey's kind of tense. Alicia brings up how Kelsey's there solo. And Kelsey's like, I like being solo. I like doing stuff on my own. She says, I hear that at the picnic the other day, there were some questions about my relationship. What was said? So she says, I heard that Rosie or somebody, she said, did Rosie or anybody else have a question on polygamy? So Alicia says, well, every man does that all the time. So Alicia, let me just stop here. For you to say that every man cheats, is that the reason why you don't want to get married? Was there some cheating going on with you and Billy? Is that what happened? Because that was a really weird comment to make. Yeah. And a lot of these girls give that they would stay with a cheating spouse. A mess. But yeah, that was wild of Alicia to say that. Yes, if you like the solo life, then why the tears? Because she doesn't like the solo life. A mess. Alicia was burned. That's what it gives. That's what it gives. Alicia telling on herself and the relationship. I agree. So now, Alicia says, no, Kelsey says, my relationship from day one, there were rules and I accepted a lot of things, and that's it. So Alicia says, you know what? I don't get it. I'm very confused by her. Like, whatever you say, girl. So now Liz walks over to join them, and Alicia is saying, you know how everybody's always asking about her situation? And Liz is like, well, who's asking? Who's always asking? So Liz says, when you go through things in life and it's sensitive, you don't want to hear that everybody is talking about you behind your back. So now Liz says that she relates the most to Kelsey, that they're very close to each other, and she has Kelsey's back. So now Liz is like, well, what else did you say at that picnic? Alicia says, nothing else was said. I didn't say one bad thing about you. And they start laughing. Did anybody clock how Liz said picnic? I said, not a picnic, girl. I could not stop laughing. I love their accents. So now we see Joellen off to the side, and she's on FaceTime with her mom to check on the kids. So she's like, so all the kids are still up, and she's like, Mom, they should have been in bed already. So now Joellen says that when it comes to my mom, she's a great grandmother, but I still don't know how to get past the things that she did to me as a child. I said, once again, we're about to get some serious backstory on Joellen and her upbringing, and I will be seated for it all because, baby, that storyline alone is a mess. She says, I don't want my kids to go through what I went through as a child. I said, damn. I said, I'm really sorry to hear that it was bad. I felt so bad. Yeah, that's what I thought. I don't know how she's a great grandmother either. How is she a great grandmother if she was a horrible mother to you? I don't believe that either. I didn't see any love and affection between her and the grandkids. So that mama might want to stay offline. I agree. It's giving another Muzzy, honey. Okay. You said a lot of bad mothers end up giving their best to the grandchildren. Child. So now we see them all getting their caricatures done. Kelsey and Joellen get theirs done together. So Don, who does the caricatures, he's asking them how do they know each other. They said we've known each other for many years. Kelsey says that Joellen used to date my boyfriend's brother. So now Kelsey's like, did you talk to Rosie yet? Oh, no, Kelsey says that she's yet to talk to Rosie. So she says, I spoke to Alicia. Alicia comes from a good place. She's not ill-intended. She's not all there. She's ditzy. So now Joellen says, you know what? When it comes to Rosie, she brought me a gift. I want to move past all the BS and have a good time. So now Kelsey's like, yeah, Rosie's asking all these questions. I don't know why folks can't stop talking about my relationship. Now, Kelsey, stop the BS. You're on a show. You're on the Real Housewives of all shows. On top of that, Rhode Island is a very small state. You guys have said it yourself that everybody talks about everybody and everybody knows everybody's business. And your arrangement has been talked about for 10 years. So don't act brand new now. Okay. So she says that it'll be a bad path. It's the wrong road to go down. It's going to end up ugly for Rosie. She doesn't stop. So now we see Dolores and Liz getting their caricature. Don thinks that they're twins. They say, actually, we're not. So now Liz says that she went to Dolores' surgeon. Dolores referred her to her surgeon, and they have the same dentist as well. So it all checks out. But they are the spitting image of each other. They are twins, honey. So now as the party's still going on, we see Rosie and Kelsey talk. So Kelsey says, hey, I want to know what happened the other day at your picnic. Do I need to be concerned about anything? Rosie says, no, I don't think so. So Kelsey says nothing about my relationship came up. So Rosie's playing dumb. And Kelsey says, I want to know truthfully, did you bring it up about my relationship? Rosie says, no, I was just questioning stuff. Joe Ellen brought it up. She was talking about it, saying that you're going through a hard time. And I was like, well, what kind of hard time is she going through? I wasn't trying to come for you. Rosie. Girl, I like you, but I'm going to need you to stand 10 toes down in it. Rosie, you threw out the whole polygamy comment and you asked, wait, I thought he had other girlfriends. Like, you did start it. I mean, yes, Joe Ellen technically did kind of throw the bait by saying, you know, I spoke to her. She's at a crossroads in life. But baby, you took the bait and ran with it. Like, Joe Ellen set you up. And Joe Ellen did it in a perfect way. I mean, I'm just saying, I need you to take ownership of what you said. It was clear, Rosie, that you were nervous because you weren't all the way honest, in my opinion. Rosie will be the Shannon of the show, mark my words. Yes, polygamy was all you. Exactly, Rosie. I did love Rosie throwing Joe Ellen under the bus, though. Yes, Rosie was quivering, honey. She was. I just need for Rosie to stand in it, stand 10 toes down in it. The man does have other women. Again, she didn't say anything wrong. No, I'm not saying that she said anything wrong. I'm just saying that she did say something. She did open up the floodgates about the polygamy and asking questions. I just need for her to stand in and say, yes, girl, I had questions. I'm nosy, Rosie. I said it. I did it. It is what it is. But for you to blame it all on Joe Ellen, I said, okay, girl, I see you, Rosie. I see you. I just need her to own it, honey. That's it. Yes, you can't bring a match, then act shocked that the fireworks went off, okay? Yes, Joe Ellen was the cat that got the canary, exactly, okay? When Rosie said, I don't think so, it was like, Rosie, don't do that. I said, Rosie, girl, don't do that. Now, you could tell that Joe Ellen was a bit nervous to see them talking. She doesn't know what they're saying. Joe Ellen's like, hey, guys, we're doing sparklers now, so come over here. Let's stop this conversation, and let's have some fun. So they're doing the sparklers. They cheers to the 4th of July. And Kelsey says, you never know who's telling you the truth or who's stabbing you in the back. It's very hard to trust people around here. We hear the dramatic music. Kelsey says, rumors here are very typical, part of the culture in this state. Ashley says, this group has big things behind the scenes, big secrets, big cheating scandals. And now we see Liz saying, I don't lie. There's no reason to lie. The truth always comes out. And that's the end of the first episode in Rhode Island. You ate down. If I had to rate this episode 20 out of 10, y'all did that. Listen, for an episode like this, I had to take my time with it. Also, we folks were making jokes, being silly. The girls were, they were clapping back at me. We had a good old time. I mean, I knew it was not going to be a short live. I knew it wasn't. Boringly Hills, you're nothing. Can I tell you guys something? When I tell you I am so bored by Beverly Hills, I don't feel like even doing a recap, but I'll do a recap. Now we have a jam-packed week because now Atlanta and Rhode Island are going to be on the same night now. So that means that Mondays are booked for Atlanta. And so maybe I might have to do a live early tomorrow for Beverly Hills, if that's okay. Oh, Ladies of London, I forgot. I didn't even want, oh my gosh, I forgot all about tomorrow morning. I might have to do a live because I don't feel like having to do all these lives next week. I'm just, Yeah. My schedule is busy enough. Dry as a bone. Beverly Hills can be pre-recorded. We don't miss Beverly Hills. Chop Beverly Hills or skip. You said Boringly Hills on a Saturday. Don't mess up the weekend. Do what suits you in your time. You're right. I'm not gonna stress it. If I'm not, you know what I'll do? I think I might just have to do Beverly Hills next Wednesday then. That might just be the best bet. Like I don't feel like taking the time out on Easter weekend on tomorrow to talk. Yeah, it might just be so it'll be Lord willing Atlanta on Monday and then Rhode Island on Monday night, Lord willing, or Rhode Island on Tuesday. So I'd rather talk about Ladies of London than Beverly Hills. Beverly Hills aren't worth that energy. You can recap Beverly Hills both episodes. Okay, next Friday. Okay. We still have 3 more episodes of Beverly Hills. I'm like, what is going on? The reunion doesn't start until April 23rd. I'm like, what? Like, what are we doing here? This episode and this season does not warrant 18, 19 episodes. I'm in shock. I am in shock. Erica waiting on the 16th episode to clock in. You said Beverly Hills boring hoes. I'm kidding. Honey, Beverly Hills is dragging. Baby, it is too much. I'm tired. This should have been wrapped up. They need to normalize 10 to 12 episode seasons. 3 episodes of what? Can we get a little TikTok or YouTube short aside getting divorced? Oh, I forgot. Okay, yes. Isn't that sad? I find the new Roni reboot to be so boring, and I find Sai to be so irrelevant that I didn't even care when I heard the news about her getting divorced. Like, if I mean, that's why I didn't go live yesterday. I didn't have any interest in talking about anything. Does that include the reunion too with the 3 episodes? Wait, hold on. So April 2nd was yesterday. That was the latest episode, 16. So April 9th will be the 17th episode. Oh, okay. And then April 16th will be the finale. And then April 23rd is okay. Okay. No. So April 16th is episode 19, is the finale. So then, yeah, okay. Ciao. You said you and me both. The fact that it was the husband that filed, he had enough. Yeah, I thought that was interesting that Sai's husband filed for divorce and not her. Not to add anything to your docket, but Kempire said you had a Kyle Summerhouse story from back in the day. You had a Kyle Summerhouse story from back in the. Oh, yes. I think I know what he's talking about. I think one of the episodes is going to address it, I believe. Wait, I'm gonna have to text him. I think I know. If it's what I'm talking about, then Kempire was there too. It was the same event. We were both at the same event. It was even, yes. Okay. We will talk about that, because there's the trailer for Summer has been teasing when Amanda says something about I'll talk about that when the episode airs, because I think I know. Yes, I know what you're talking about. Yes. When the episode airs of Amanda calling him out, then I'll tell, okay, we'll talk. This chat is on Total Request Live now. He mentioned it on the pod yesterday. Brooke, you must be something because you got people coming in here to spending time to kiki with you on a Friday night. Yes. Oh, thank you. Well, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Yes. Okay. Yes. Okay. It's the event that, yes. Okay. When that episode of Summer House comes out, I will tell you all. Yes. Okay. Yes. I know exactly what you're talking about. When it's mentioned, can we have that instead of Beverly Hills? Yeah, I will let you know. Oh, that is so fun. Yes, I will tell you. Yep, I will tell you all. I promise. Oh no, you said I bet Sai's husband has another woman and is ready to go. Ciao. Brooke is not just something. Oh, that's very sweet. Thank you. Are you going to review The Valley? I don't think so. I mean, I can talk about it here and there, but no, to review it, I don't. Okay, hold on. If you've been here for a while, then you know that the spring and summertime, I'm a part-time girl. So please bear with me. Like in the fall and winter, you have my full attention. Spring and summer, be prepared to, not see me all the time. Like the streets, like I'm for the streets in the spring and summer. Brooke be outside, don't be adding more to her docket, okay? You said not with these requests. Oh, you told me, get your butt right here. I am screaming. Not you said not with these requests. Yes. Brooke says sun's out and so am I. Yes. No, it's true. Be prepared to watch reruns. Yes, honey, it's true. The Valley gives broke tease, no opulence. Wait, what happened? You missed my comment. Did you see Miss Mojo ranked the franchise yesterday to put SLC at 1? Really? Wait, hold on. I would not. I mean, listen, everybody's, allowed to have their own opinions. I would not put SOC at number 1. I wouldn't. Brooke being the international streets when the weather gets good. No, for real. I mean, international, national, they are like a 4 at best. I agree. I listen, I think that if I had to rank SLC, I'd put them in like the number 5 or 6 spot. But number 1, no, I don't think so. I mean, the chat was making requests. Yes, from May to September, listen, honey, you don't see me that much. October to April, I'm all yours. But May through September, don't be out here talking about Brooke, where are you? You guys know the deal, honey. Y'all know the deal. I'm telling y'all right now. Don't act brand new. You said right now SLC is top 3. But this season was a flop. Yes, May through September. Brooke is on a Dorinda pause. I'm serious. It's not. You said it's not May yet. So clock in, please. Well, I'm right here, aren't I? Goodness gracious, I'm screaming. You said we were told, honey. Yes, honey. Brooke gotta go somewhere in the Amalfi Coast. She can't spend all her time with Bravo. I'm serious. This was the ranking, best to worst. SOC was 1, 2 was Beverly Hills, 3 was OG NYC, 4 was Atlanta, 5 was New Jersey, 6 was Potomac. They ranked them all in split New York City, but I have a few characters. This ranking needs to be rearranged. I don't think in no way would on no planet would I put SOC as number 1. Yeah, we need to rework this. Atlanta deserves to be, I'm sorry. Atlanta not being in the top 2 is no. SOC in Beverly Hills. Beverly Hills back when it was good. Is this of all time? I believe so. Yes, SOC fell off after the plane incident episode. Yeah, you know why they put SLC in Beverly Hills first. Atlanta is the crown jewel. I agree. It's giving. Are we going off of all time or how they are right now? DC was dead last. Oh, okay. So if they put DC, then that means that it's of all time. ATL is the top 2. I agree. First season ATL beats everything. I agree. I think that Jersey is definitely if Jersey's definitely Jersey's top 3. If Jersey has always been in my top 3. Jersey is top 3 hands down. Atlanta's number 1. Yeah, like no, Jersey's too far down in that list. I think we should rank by season, not by the show. It's of all time. ATL is number 1 and Potomac at number 2. ATL, New Jersey, and Beverly Hills. Beverly Hills, old time, still not coming close to ATL and Jersey. Jersey was so consistent for years. Exactly. They must have hit their head with that list. Nene and Teresa are those girls. OG Teresa was that girl. She was. OG gets marked off quickly because it got too dark too quickly. Lisa Rinna is in my top 5 houses for a reason. She made Beverly Hills for me. It should be Atlanta, New Jersey, Beverly Hills for top 3. Atlanta, Beverly Hills, and New Jersey for me. Atlanta, Miami, and New Jersey for top 3. Child, y'all are funny. First 3 seasons of Atlanta made all the other Housewives shows stand up at. Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. ATL, New Jersey, NYC, Beverly Hills, SLC, Potomac, tie, and then OC. Yeah, I agree. I think consistent great seasons need to be considered before ranking. SLC doesn't even have a double digit yet. Yes. OG, NY, and OC and Beverly Hills are after New Jersey. Pick your order. It took 14 seasons for Atlanta to fall off. I'm just saying. And take notice. New York has got to be in the top 5. Yeah, no, New York was that girl. New York, for sure. For sure. I will not lie. New York was it. New York was absolutely. That was top tier television for a long time. Bro, I was about to do market research in this chat. DC, Dallas, and Dubai were bottom 3. I agree. You said Potomac is last. Oh, damn. We still quote OG Atlanta. Nobody else can say that. You said, where's Dorothy when you need her? Because these rankings got me side-eyeing some of my faves. Oh, no. Oh, they delivered your Uber food at the wrong address. Oh, I'd be pissed too, Dorothy. I'm sorry to hear that. The women in New York had the right level of delusion. You said now Rachel is... I forgot about DC. Top 5. Atlanta 5. Atlanta 4. Atlanta... Bravo needs to do reruns of the OG seasons. I agree. DC, Potomac, Dallas, and Dubai are in a race for the bottom. Oh, you said a race for the bottom? Oh, Potomac is in that list for the bottom? Jesus. Nene is a national museum. Yeah, the other girls ain't seeing her. The old New York was so good. Bethany, Luann, Dorinda, Sonia, Carol, Ramona, they were working. They were. I'd be irritated too. Atlanta built Bravo. That makes it number 1. I agree. I am so sorry to hear that, Dorothy. Is the judge's son the one who Paula called 911 on years ago on Valentine's Day, who wouldn't let her get out of his car? I don't know anything about that. Child, I don't know anything about that, child. A mess. Now, guys, may I say something? It's been 3 hours. It's 8 o'clock. It's Good Friday. I've barely eaten anything. I've got to eat something. I'm going to order some food. No salmon for me today. I'm like all salmon and sweet potatoed out, but I'm going to order some dinner. I'm starving. Yeah. But guys, we're going to end this live right here. Remember, no meat. No, I'm getting some meat. I'm getting some meat. Okay. Yes, honey. It's warm and it's Friday. I will see you next week. Okay. But no, guys, have a wonderful Easter for all my Christians who celebrate. Have a wonderful Easter. I know I will. Yes, honey. He has risen. Won't he do it? Thank you, Jesus. God is good. Have a wonderful Easter, y'all. I'm gonna order some food. Okay, now let's relax. Let's relax, y'all. Let's relax. Let's relax, y'all. But have a wonderful night. I will see you all on Monday. Have a great Easter, y'all. God is good. I will see you all on Monday, okay? All right, guys. Bye.